Welcome everyone to Totally Online Gaming Group's Twitch channel. We're glad you guys could join us. Hope you're here and ready for another episode or session of our D&D 5th edition campaign, The Blackest Heart. Get that going there. So, as usual, we need to give a shout out to our sponsor, Critical Hit Gaming Supplies. Go check out their website at www.criticalhitgamingsupplies.com. And they've got, all sorts of really awesome gaming stuff for you, from, rollout maps, dice bags with cool logos on them, dice trays, dice themselves, which they've got all sorts of them, as well as a ton of minis. So why don't you go and check them out, and if you find something you like, go ahead at checkout and type in TOGG15 in their coupon codes. That's TOGG15, and that'll get you 15% off whatever you purchase in their store. All right, so that's it for them, for the shout out. As far as other news, tomorrow on Thursdays, we normally do our Tailspire Collaborative build stream. We are taking a break from that this week so that Klein, Danelle, and I can take that time tomorrow to go ahead and kind of break up the collaborative build map into usable slabs that we can drop on Tails Tavern. Go ahead and check out Tails Tavern. If you've got Tailspire, awesome place to get different slabs and stuff so you don't have to, make everything yourself from scratch. But we'll be spending time doing that. Also, this Saturday at noon, 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 12 noon, Klein and Danelle and I will be doing a collaborative build stream contest. So if you've got Tailspire and you want to get in on this contest, make sure you hop on over to our Discord channel. Type it in right there real quick. Hop on over there, grab yourself a roll of Troglodyte by reacting, and then go into the collab build stream category and the collab contest time channel. Go in there and read through there, and then go ahead and react to become a participant. You could win a $25 Steam gift card if you're selected as the winner. So there's plenty of space right now still, so make sure you hit that up. Also, there's some other things that are in the works over time. Hopefully we'll be able to get some more information about them. One thing I do want to put information out is this last Friday we had our very first episode of Heart to Blackest Heart with a wonderful Christian who talked about his character Rogar, which was really fun. I had a blast doing it and learned a lot about Rogar. Hopefully we'll keep you informed as to who's next. We may not be able to do one this week. We'll see. We're going to have to kind of figure out those details, but as soon as we know, we'll give you the date and time and who's going to be next. And we would love to have you guys in chat asking questions, as well as hopping into the Discord again, and in the Heart to Blackest Heart channel in there, you can pose your questions for whoever it's going to be at that time. I think that's it for announcements, unless anybody else has something.
I am live streaming more frequently on my channel, Dragonfire45. I'm playing Minecraft and Valheim, and maybe at some point I'll play other games like Undertale and stuff. And I do plan to set a follower goal where I will play FNAF in the dark, all by myself. I'm terrible with horror games. And the one time I tried to play it with myself, I was scared shitless. And I only played it for 5 minutes, and in a bright room. So, yeah.
Awesome. And Christian, if you want to give a shout out to Absolute 20 and let everyone know what that's about.
Oh yeah, Absolute 20 is I guess it's we're collaborative. Yeah, we've done things with other people. We mostly do D&D stuff. I'm the DM over there. We just hit 50 subscribers thanks to Eurydice. It was super amazing. We're now on the way to becoming truly affiliate. So yeah, check us out. Fridays and Saturdays, and then sometimes Tuesdays, Thursdays. It literally any freaking day of the week. Whenever we have time to play, we play.
Yeah, same for me.
Excellent. All right. And speaking of that, too, if you enjoy what we do here on this channel, and also please check out the channels of my players here and show them some love on their channels. But if you appreciate what we do here on this channel, we'd love to have you follow. You can also subscribe. We've got merch. Any way you can show support. The more support and shout outs you give us to other people so that we can grow, the more options we will have as far as what we can create and provide to you guys as hopefully things that entertain you. Hopefully one day maybe we'll be able to do this as a full-time job, and then we'll be able to do a whole bunch of stuff for you guys. So we'd love for you guys to get us there. So please feel free to shout us out, shout out Dragonfire 45's channel, shout out Absolute 20 Pod. Go check them out. We'd love, this community to grow. All right. I think that is officially it now. So without further ado, we bring you The Blackest Heart. Where we left off last week, this was quite an interesting turn of events. As
I am going to eat really quick, so I'm covering my camera again.
No problem. So, as the party, they now find themselves back on the prime material plane at sea, and they are now prepping for an inevitable wedding that is currently being planned for 3 days from when they got back, and the entire ship of the Coral Breaker is just lit up with excitement over this. They have been through pretty much literal hell going through purgatory, and to have a unifying, joyous event to kind of bring everyone together is lifting the spirits of everyone. However, as the first day goes on and everyone seems to be doing fairly well, with the exception of Jacob, who is nervous, very nervous about this whole thing. He just doesn't know what to do with himself. A ship is seen coming up on the Coral Breaker from the kind of south by southeast, is coming up on their tail and gaining on them at quite a decent clip, especially considering the Coral Breaker is down one of its main sails, one of its masts is gone completely, and it has suffered some additional damage, plus a loss of quite a few crew members. So they are having a hard time. Oh, I see we're getting some advantage going right away. There you go.
No problem.
But they're having, a little bit of a difficult time, and this is their bright spot, their bright horizon that they are now trying to get to. But this ship is catching up to them. It eventually catches them, and as it pulls alongside, and basically a gangplank is laid between the two ships, Captain Argo of the Coral Breaker steps onto one side, and on the other, an elf standing, I won't say tall and proud because he's not tall, but as tall as he can.
Small and
but
proud.
yeah, small and proud. But looking very dashing, very well dressed, and on his hip and on his person can be seen some very, very good-looking pieces of equipment, including the rapier that rests on his hip. They step forward to the middle, stern looks on their face, and then embrace in a traditional, like arm grab, halfway up the forearm grab with big smiles, and begin talking.
A man hug.
Yeah, man hug. And meanwhile, on both ships, everyone else is lined up on either side of the rails. The two captains begin to have a discussion. And then someone on the other ship, the Alabaster Dragon, or as Rogar apparently heard it, the Bastard Dragon.
No, it
I'm a
was,
bastard.
dragon.
I'm a bastard dragon. That's right. I need to change the T-shirt to say I'm a bastard dragon. Not... But the alabaster dragon, a voice rises up, and all of a sudden yells, "Aurelia!" At which
no,
point,
it was Aurelia or Eurydice looked over. She noticed everyone.
oh,
else.
that's
she
right.
Noticed the
She noticed them
dumbasses that she had-
first.
That the one dumbass she punched in the face that one time in that one place with the bridge. Yes.
Bennett's
I know the
Bridge.
name. And she just did the Spider-Man. You.
Yeah,
The
and
point,
yeah, and
screamed
then
at them.
at which point, another
They
one,
all
Lee,
screamed at her.
all screamed, you know, Aurelia, and Captain Renan quite quickly had a stare down with Captain Argo and said, "What is my granddaughter doing on your ship?" That revelation was not lost on several people's ears. And things got very tense very quickly, with Diana helping Eurydice kind of rush below decks because Eurydice did not want to deal with whatever this situation was.
She also pulled out both of her knives.
Yes. But eventually it was discussed and agreed upon that with Eurydice's permission, Captain Renan, as he announced himself, would board the Coral Breaker and have a conversation with her. On his way to such conversation, he had a little altercation in the hallway outside of the room, as Diana, sticking up for her friend, wanted to make sure that everything was on the up and up and that nobody tried anything funny. Words began to fly and get heated, as the captain implied that perhaps Diana did not truly care for Eurydice as much as she claimed.
He went to Eurydice first. They were like, okay.
Oh, that's right. He was in there with Eurydice first. That's what it was.
And Diana had said, okay, go ahead. And Eurydice had made the condition be.
Eurydice broke her promise to Diana, saying summon Raz, and she needed to do it in the sense of the heated conversation.
Yeah.
So Diana
right.
had told Eurydice, okay, then leave.
We weren't that part yet.
Yep.
But that did happen.
That did happen, yes.
But first, Eurydice's condition to meet Renan and talk to him was that he had to find her in Diana's room. And he did immediately. Then they talked, and she tried to punch him, and then she remembered, oh hey, this is someone who she had a flashback of, oh, the same guy training her.
Yes.
And or at least that's what she thinks. And then he did some sort of magic spell to her head to make it stop hurting. And then Eurydice was just like, okay, time to summon a demon. And that's when she went out into the hall and explained what she was thinking, to which Diana had definite problem with, as it was a breach of the promise. A silent agreement that we both understood. Diana and Eurydice both understood. Yes, Eurydice will stay on the other ship until they get to port, so Diana has space.
Yes.
And her grandfather took it the wrong way, in the sense of, oh, then you just never cared about her at all.
Yeah, he took it as, oh, you
And-
don't want Eurydice in the party anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And when he commented that to Diana, Diana went for his throat, missed, and was about to attack him had
When Jacob not
stepped
been there
in.
to stop her, yes. And
But
then
Eurydice left for that, so
Yes.
she doesn't know.
she
what
doesn't know that.
happened.
And Rogar went with Eurydice to keep an eye on her and to keep
Yeah,
her
'cause
safe.
Eurydice dragged him along, actually.
Yes. But so as of right now, Eurydice and
then
Rogar
Eurydice-
have made their way over to the Coral Breaker, where they, she
Well,
again,
we made it onto the Alabaster Dragon.
or the
Eurydice
Alabaster Dragon, I
messaged-
meant. Yeah.
Eurydice messaged one of the dumbasses, the blonde one with the pretty red eyes,
Mm-hmm.
and said to him, "Come up on deck. I need your help."
And they were just about to do that, to arrive on deck when we ended the session.
No, they had arrived on deck. Lee was
Well, they were
frozen,
just about to
and
do
everyone
stuff.
Just like stopped, and it was like they're running into
Yeah.
each other thing.
They were just about to do stuff.
Yeah, they were just about to do stuff.
Yes.
May I request that I get Diana's conversation with Captain Argo out of the way really fast, and then
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Cool.
You want to speak with Captain Argo? Feel free.
As after Eurydice is on the Alabaster and her grandfather finally left,
Mhm.
Diana, with Jacob, who is missing at the moment, goes to talk to Captain Argo, and would just very point blank go, get the supplies you need, and then detach from that ship immediately. And, like, she doesn't offer an explanation at first. That's just the first thing that comes out of her mouth when she walks up to him.
As you say this, he kind of looks at you with kind of a quizzical look on his face, kind of a little bit questioning as to, one, why, and two, why are you ordering me around on my own ship? It
And-
doesn't seem
and
like he's
she's-
hostile. It doesn't seem hostile,
Yeah.
but it's kind of a, excuse me, kind of look.
And Diana, when she sees that, she's gonna be like, let me put it in the most plain terms I can. Either you detach from the ship and you get as far away from it as possible, or you get to fight the Prince of Greed, who is one of the most powerful demons you will probably ever come across, and 20 times stronger than anything you fought in Purgatory.
And before he responds, though, just to correct you, because Diana would remember this. It's not the Prince of Greed. It's the Prince of Deception.
My bad.
I thought it was
I
the
thought I
Prince of
kept,
Greed.
Yeah.
I thought I kept hearing her say, "Oh, it's the Prince of Greed."
That's
So
what
I'm like,
Yeah,
what
that's-
I remember reading at one point.
Yeah, no. What you guys had learned.
my bad. Okay.
Yeah,
Prince
what
of
you get-
Deception.
Yeah, what you guys had officially learned about him from your checks is he's known as the Prince of Deception and Demon Lord of Illusions.
He would explain that to Argo and be like, so unless you want to fight with that, watch your entire ship get destroyed and watch the rest of the crew you have left get probably tortured and murdered, I would detach from the ship and get as far away from it as you can.
I
Once it's
see.
safe, those two who went onto the Alabaster will come back of their own volition, once it's actually safe.
Very well. I appreciate the warning. And then he kind of leans in and whispers to you. He says, if you'll do me a favor, though, in front of my crew, please show me the respect a captain is due. It's kind of
Little
common
apologies,
courtesy.
I'm on edge at the moment.
I understand, which is why I'm not making a deal of this.
Thank you, Captain Argo.
He kind of smiles a little bit and gives you a little bit of a wink. And then he begins to, continue directing the rest of his crew in the supply transfer that is currently in progress. Which, anyone who is up on deck, and Rogar and Eurydice, you'd see this on the deck of the Alabaster Dragon as well. Zeroth, if you're up on deck, I assume Jacob's probably up there as well with you guys. You guys would see lots and lots of woodwork, and just like general supplies. Nothing fancy. It's not like actual cargo. It's like repair supplies. It's like that's all that they're really grabbing. And then, going onto the Alabaster Dragon, is a few barrels. Some you would wager are probably either mead or ale, or perhaps even wine of some kind. You see those making a trip across. You also see a couple locked chests that make their way across. You figure all these materials are probably pretty expensive, and Captain Argo is willing to pay as what is needed in order to keep his ship in good condition. So this goes on for about 2 hours of ship-to-ship transfer. Now, during that time, Eurydice and Rogar, you are up on the deck of the Alabaster Dragon.
Yep.
And what seems to be a group that they all seem almost attached at the hip, as they're moving pretty much as one when they arrive on the deck. And when Eurydice is like, hold it right there, and the one in the lead, the blonde with the red eyes, stops abruptly, the others it's like a dog pile as they kind of all fall over each other and knock each other down. It's very Three Stooges.
I love them.
And then, as they kind of work to get their way up, the blonde, red-eyed boy, kind of pulls himself out first and stands up abruptly. And he's probably a good 15 feet away from you guys now. And he's just kind of staring at you.
She stares back, but it's less of like this guy. It's just like, it's a suspicious stare, just like, why are you staring at me kind of stare.
And he looks at you and he just goes, Eurydice?
There we go. There you go. Now you're smartish. You're not smart. You're learning. There you go. You're learning.
And then you hear.
Good boy. And she she gives him a thumbs up, and she says it like he's a dog.
And when you say, there you go, smart guy, you're learning, you're getting smarter. You guys hear from a little bit further back in the group, coming from the brown-haired half-elf with goggles on. He's like, I could have told you that. He's not that smart.
She's like, yeah, no shit, none of you are. The smartest one here is on the other boat.
And they all kind of slowly moving forward. And again, the blonde-haired one speaks, says, so, Miss Eurydice,
Yes?
do
Don't
you
call me
recognize
Miss
me?
Weird. I don't like that. Just call me Eurydice.
Okay. Do you remember me at all?
I remember you from the Starfield thing when we were having that conversation. I remember your name. I remember punching him. She points at Orion.
And he says, yeah, that smarted a little bit.
It was supposed to. That okay. I don't remember any of you really. I just know that you've been following me for like forever.
Yeah.
So I still don't believe that I've known you before. So just don't mess with me for a while. You can talk to me, but like I have boundaries right now.
Okay. Well, if you don't remember me from before, do you remember the forest? You remember our favorite tree?
Wait, what was that?
Our favorite tree? The one we used to sit under and talk all day?
Oh, God. Oh, this is so sweet. Oh, he's such a sweet one. That's not Eurydice, that is me. Eurydice just looks at him and she's like, I don't. I'm sorry.
And he
Sorry,
kind of
I
nods and his
should-
head droops a little bit.
She like awkwardly pats him on the shoulder. She's like, I've been getting some memories back. I talked to Raynon and I kind of remember him, I think. But and he did a weird magical thing to my head, so it doesn't hurt anymore. I no longer have a headache. But yeah.
And his head kind of comes back up, and as it does, you're still within arm's reach of him.
Yes.
And is your hand still on his shoulder?
Yes, her hand is still just like 2 feet up in the air on his shoulder.
As his head comes up, your eyes lock, and I need a wisdom save.
Oh no, okay. Oh Jesus. Holy shit! That
What'd
was
you
a
get?
natural 20.
Okay.
23.
Okay. Wow. Well, when your eyes lock, it's in your mind, it's as if you were on the ship and now you're not. You find yourself, it's almost as if you're in a loose
It was me screaming.
it's
know.
almost as if you're in a lucid dream. As you're standing there and you see before you this same face, the same person, Lee. You looking up into his face, your eyes locked together. You barely notice your surroundings as to the exact details, but you can feel a breeze brush across you. You know that there is a very large oak to the left of where you are standing. Your peripheral vision sees the forest all around. And you feel more than see the outfit you are wearing seems to be a very, very fine outfit, one of exquisite quality and very well crafted and beautiful. And Lee himself is actually wearing a nice vest coat over a fine silken shirt and some fairly well-tailored pantaloons. And you're just...
The whole thing with that word.
Yes.
Pantaloons.
Pantaloons. And he's...
Pantalones.
Yes, pantalones. And he's just staring into your eyes and you into his. And for some reason, you feel this connection. And then in that instant,
And snap
You're
itself
back on
back
the-
to reality.
you're back on the ship and you are still eyes locked with him. And for the fleetingest moment, yep,
On his shoulder.
and for the fleetingest of moments, that feeling of connection is still there while you are here. And then it is gone.
And then her face goes beet red, like her just like entire any visible skin is just red. She's just like, oh no. An internal monologue, oh no, he's cute.
Oh, he is not.
Exactly, it's the Squidward thing.
It's hot. Sexy Squidward.
No, it's
Yeah.
The fact that you can just look that up on fucking.
Oh
I know,
yeah.
it's great. and she is just for like 10 seconds, she's just completely and utterly motionless, thoughtless. She's just slowly dead to the world. And then she robotically turns around to look at Rogar, and she's just like, "So, do we have any ink for that circle?"
I don't carry ink on me.
You are no use to me right now. I'm going to look for ink, and she walks away like a robot.
I have to prepare a whole entire magic circle of my own.
All right, so Rogar.
Yeah.
So you're going to try to get everything set to prepare this magic circle. So
Yeah.
where are you planning on doing this on ship?
Oh, Eurydice would have told him she's doing this right on the top deck. She's
Doing it on the top deck.
top deck in front
Okay.
of everyone, visible to everyone. Nice big space.
Okay.
I mean, I won't have to. I mean, I can draw my circle, but I won't start channeling the magic until a minute before we're actually fully ready. Because it
No,
takes me a whole
Eurydice,
minute.
after
Yeah.
walking away like a robot, Eurydice would have called Rogar over and was like, "You're up, Rogar. Let's do circles right here," and like pointed to like a random spot that's maybe
She
like
doesn't
10 feet
need
away from where
me,
they are.
and then she needs me.
Yes, and
This
she's
is very confusing. I'm gonna go ahead and cast aid on myself, and I guess Eurydice and just some random person walking by.
Okay. The random person walking by happens to be hold on. I need to get his name.
97 hit points. This will be nice.
do you need
Open. Nope. I just need to get
Oh, it's one of them.
is
Great.
is
Yes.
Cole
Son of a.
is Cole, who is a Goliath,
Oh, great.
and just he happens to be kind of closest to you as you do this, because the entire group, with Lee and his entire kind of cadre of personnel, they were all kind of just like gathered around, like right behind him, almost like crowded over his shoulder, especially Cole, who towers over pretty much the rest of the group.
You look strong. I'll bolster you.
And as you guys are doing that, and Eurydice sees you kind of do your turn away thing, and like, we need to do this.
Yep.
Captain Renan comes up,
Oh no.
and he kind of steps in between a little bit where you and Rogar are still standing, and we'll just call them what they are, the dumbasses.
Yay, the Tweedle dumbasses.
Yes, the Tweedle dumbasses.
The Tweedle dumbasses.
But he kind of steps a little bit in between, and he looks over at you, Eurydice, and he says,
She's still a robot.
mm-hmm. He says, I overheard some of the talk, and you really still do not remember, even after our conversation.
I mean, I remember the part I was smaller and you were there and you were telling me to do the punch of the toes thing and all of that.
Well,
Hey, I'm an amnesiac, and you can't force me to get all my memories back in 10 seconds.
More like 6.
fair. Yeah, it's I don't know, this some one round keeps popping into my head. I don't know what that means, but
I don't know.
I don't know, it was 6 seconds.
6
So
seconds.
specific.
I know.
10 is weird.
6.012 actually, but who's counting?
15 love.
Makes me shudder. It has to be 6.0.
I'm just gonna complain for a second and say crocheting is hard. It shouldn't be hard, but it's hard.
So,
My hands keep getting sweaty, so it's making the string wet, which is causing the string to unravel, and it just...
Yeah, crochet is... Yeah.
Hence why I don't crochet. Too hard for me.
Look, I have ADHD. I need to play with my hands a lot. This is something I can play with. That's not a
That's why I
danger to
have
me
music
or
going
sharp.
on. That's why I have music going on, and I have other things to do.
Other distractions.
Exactly.
I think that's all
I
of
am
us,
the
actually.
distraction.
I think that's probably all of us. Anyway, so Ren looks at you and goes, "Fair enough. I do hope that you do remember in time. I would definitely like to
Yeah, I
have
mean-
my granddaughter back."
Okay, dude, here's the thing. The person you knew 4 years ago, she's dead. She died 4 years ago. She literally died. I died 4 years ago. And I'm back now. I'm not your Aurelia. Like, she's saying this loud enough so that everyone hears.
Brother, is she a different person now?
And
She died twice already.
like, I'm not the same person.
Her
that I
name is
was.
now
I don't-
Steve, after the
Exactly.
last death.
No, I prefer Greek names for my characters.
Oh, okay.
It's
Her name is,
Perseus,
Or Heracles.
Megara. But I'm not the same person. I don't remember who she was. I may still kind of be like her, but I'm Eurydice now, not Aurelia. I'm probably never gonna be Aurelia ever again.
And as you say that, Rogar, give me a perception check.
Oh, god damn it.
Eurydice doesn't have to.
I love being persistent.
So don't tell. Oh, and then
no.
don't tell Spires. So a 7.
Okay. You don't notice, but Eurydice, you notice that as you say that, Lee almost deflates a little bit where he's standing. And you can almost see it's like a heaviness has just rested on his heart.
And Eurydice notices that, and she's just like, it's not that I'm never gonna remember, I've changed. And, yeah, and now she saw Lee deflate, and now she is pointedly ignoring eye contact with any of them. She's staring at the floor, at her feet, at anything else.
Okay.
And because she is suddenly very, very like she suddenly has people who knew her, and she wants to she wants them to like her just as much as they did before.
I
She
see.
wants them to know she's not the same person.
Mm-hmm. And as you notice Lee and kind of turn away a bit and avoiding the eye contact and things, you hear Renan's voice as he says, "No matter who you are, you'll always be my granddaughter. And I will always love you, no matter what." I guess.
She
And
gives him some finger guns, and she's like, "Cool."
And he kind of rubs his chin a little bit, and he says, "Hopefully you will remember us in time,
Yeah, I mean,
and
like,
hopefully
it won't be ever.
and hopefully you will allow us the opportunity
I mean, it won't be
to
hard-
get to
it-
know the new
yeah,
you."
Remembering stuff definitely won't be harder than killing a man, because I've done that several times. Now she's just saying stuff to unnerve people.
Mhm. Which Renan just kind of, you notice, just it's like a little smirk at the corner of his mouth, and he just also it kind of goes back to just a neutral expression after that, and says, Well, hopefully that kind of thing will not be necessary in the future.
Oh yeah, no,
but
not with you guys, but like, oh no, I still have people to take care of. I've got to help Diana kill her mom. That was the light treason I was telling you guys about. She points to Lee. Yeah, that's the light treason I was telling you guys about. We're going to kill Diana's mom. She's a queen, and frankly, a terrible person.
This is something you shouldn't say out loud.
And
I know this, but I'm rambling at this point, Rogar.
and
I can tell.
and Rogar, you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect.
Treason is not a word you just throw around.
And Eurydice is just like, yes, I know, I'm panicking. Shut up.
And
I don't know how to talk to people. We've established this.
We've established this.
And when you kind of go off on that little rant, and then Rogar, you know, somewhat chastise her about it, and then Echo says, who is the one in white, and when you look closer as he speaks, Rogar, you notice that he does not. Yeah. I mean, because you're.
Oh shit.
I mean, he speaks right to you guys, and you know he kind of steps to the forefront. You notice that while he looks human, he doesn't appear to completely be human. In fact, some of the look of him actually reminds you a bit of the armor that you have for Nightmare, and it's the strange mechanisms and things and metal pieces and all this that is, it's almost like portions, if not perhaps even all, of his skin is like metal.
I cast Dispel Magic. I'm joking. I don't even know.
Give me a history check. Yeah, give me a history check. And both of you can do this if you've got if you're proficient in history. I mean, Eurydice, yeah, you would have to roll as well. Actually, both of you can roll. If you're not proficient, you're just not going to get a good score. That's basically it.
I got a 15.
I got 14.
Surprisingly,
Okay. Okay, Rogar, you would actually know this, that you've heard of this thing before. It's rare, but there are some magic users in this world who are kind of like the one that you met, and I think it was back in Bennett's Bridge when you bought the armor for Nightmare.
Yeah.
There are ones like that gnome that you had met back there that worked with the blacksmith that helped make that armor. That their particular focus of magic is a combination of the normal arcane sort of magic and something that they've termed as artificing. And it's actually using strange shapes and combinations of different materials to actually create things that function on what seems to be some kind of mechanical basis. And that this creature that's addressing you now is one of them that is built specifically for battle, called a Warforged. And as he kind of approaches, he says, "Well, wait a minute. So you're going to kill your friend's mother?"
Yeah, it does. Wait, first, how close is he?
He is just outside arm's reach from you. He's closer to Rogar.
There go my plans. Anyway, Eurydice will burst out laughing. Just like, yeah, no, that's the plan. And, you know, we've also got to find these crazy rocks. because they gotta destroy the world for some reason, and holy shit, the world is gonna end by some stupid rocks. Oh,
And-
I'm having an existential crisis. I'm gonna. Is there, she kind of looks around for a minute, and
Where's my emotional support? Oh.
no. But she's like, yeah, I don't, like, yes, like that is what's going through her head. Where's my best friend? I need her.
Mhm.
And but instead, she doesn't see her, so she just kind of like walks over to the edge of the boat, and she just kind of contemplates just throwing herself off. And she starts to go over, just like slowly climb over.
And
She's not
as
stopping.
and as you do that, all of a sudden, a big hand kind of picks you up from the waist, one hand, and just kind of sets you gently away from the rail.
Is immediately stabbed. In
Yep.
the arm, in the body.
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
Good thing I gave him those 5 extra hit
Roll
points.
an
With
attack
the
roll.
dragon tooth dagger specifically.
Oh,
He
nice.
Stop shanking everybody.
I love how that's the one time he pipes in. Stop making people.
I feel
Uh,
like as Eurydice was having that moment, Royal Grush is having flashbacks of Diana saying, "Don't cast silence on people." He's like, I think I should.
I really think I should.
This-
That's
need
one
to
of
make
those
an
moments where it's
Yep,
okay.
you need to roll an attack roll.
28.
Oh yeah, that definitely hits him. Go ahead and roll damage.
Don't have time to heal people.
8 for the regular damage, and it's a d6 for poison. 5.
Okay.
Do what I tell you to.
All right, so he's like, ah!
I
Damn
said
it, Aurelia!
space.
Yeah, damn it, Aurelia! I mean, Eurydice. Damn
I
it.
said personal space.
Yeah.
And if I want to
Um,
jump off the boat, that's my decision. Fuck off.
You don't
He-
have magic anymore. You won't be able to get back up.
That's
He
my problem, not yours.
he turns around, holding
Cole,
his
right?
it's Cole, holding his arm, where you stabbed him, trying to staunch the bleeding, and he looks straight at the rest of the group, and he's like, feisty as ever. And
And then she'll look at him, and she will stab him again. Don't talk like I'm not here.
okay,
I'm a-
roll an attack roll.
12.
That time, he
Whoosh.
as you stop, he kind of does a little hop skip forward, just out of range as your dagger flips back, and he's like, "Man, I haven't had her around in 4 years. I need to get used to this again."
You betcha, you dumbass, you Sasquatch, you terrifying mountain of a man. I will kill you when you
And
sleep.
and
I will kill you where you stand, giant.
and Orion pipes up, and he's laughing. He's like, "She called you Sasquatch," and Cole says,
Oh my God.
"Oh, shut up! You know that's a made-up word." And Orion says, "No, it's not. You just don't know what it means, idiot." And they start just going back and forth, name calling and trying to one up each other on things. It's like, "You're just saying made up words to try to sound smarter than you are." "No, I'm not. They're actual words. Come on, get with it, man." And just back and forth.
And
Divine
Eurydice
Scoop
will
are popping
be
up
like,
next to Royal Guard.
ladies, calm down. You're both dumbasses.
I am on the wrong boat. About to just cast silence on myself.
And at which point, Renan kind of walks back into the fray and says, "All right, children," looking at them specifically. "You need to break it up. Let's give her some...
Did do the you're both dumbasses.
Oh, yeah. He's like, you need to break it up. All of you," pointing at all 5 of them. And says, "Let's give her some space."
Eurydice's just like, "You're in trouble."
Mm-hmm. And he said, "Let's give her some space, please." And he looks over to both you and Rogar.
Behind him now, and she's just making faces at them.
He looks over towards Eurydice and Rogar and says...
She's the picture of just proper and prim, and she's just standing with her hands behind her back, straight up, and she's trying to look not suspicious at all, but is trying to be suspicious.
And he says, "If you know, whatever it is you need to perform your summoning, let you come here." And one of the crew members comes over. Yeah. He says, "Fetch them whatever they need. And if you wouldn't mind," and he points to a specific area of the deck, "there will be perfect."
Oh, I wanted to do it over there. She's pointing at the nicest, cleanest spot. She's like, I wanted to do it over there.
He's like, "As long as you are forward of the main mast,
oh yeah,
that is fine.
Yeah, I can deal with that."
Okay. And he tells the rest of the crew, you hear as he kind of gets up, stands up on a couple crates a little bit higher, and his voice seems to almost project out as if he had some kind of amplification device. Roll Arcana. Anyone who's got it.
Eurydice still thinks she does. 7.
Now, you're not sure if he cast a spell or what's going on, but...
Or he's just really good at...
He's really good at projecting his voice. But his voice seems to just boom across the deck. And he says, "All of you, amidships and aft. When my granddaughter performs her ritual, I want no one to interfere or be in potential harm's way."
It'll take time to set up. Eurydice is just kind of like raising her hand. She's like, "It's gonna take time to set up, so we'll probably have to do it tomorrow, I guess." Yeah.
And he just kind of announces that to crew that it'll be tomorrow that happens, and that he wants basically normal duties are going to be kind of semi-suspended for anyone who would need to be forward of the main mast when you're performing this. They're going to be sequestered towards the aft of the ship, away from potential danger.
Okay. And once he's done with that, Eurydice's, she's gonna be like, "So, why'd you stay over on the other ship for so long? What kept you over there?"
Had a little conversation with your friend.
Yeah, what'd you say? I know she wasn't particularly happy with me and my decision, but...
No, not at all. Nor did she seem very understanding. In fact,
did you do?
I did nothing other than defend my kin.
I don't know. What did you say?
I just told her, quite simply, that if someone cares about someone, they would be willing to look past faults. And if they are not, it seems that you do not care for that person as much as claimed. And she has said you can just stay here.
Okay. This is where you're wrong on everything. Diana and I had an unspoken agreement. We looked at each other's eyes and we understood each other. That I was gonna stay here until we made it to port, and then I would rejoin the group because she needs space after this decision I've made.
Well, her words did not make it appear that way.
You fucked everything up, you dumbass. So, guess what? Now I have to go back and fix things with my best friend. So, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Goodbye, for now. And she's going back to the Coral Breaker.
Okay.
This is fucking crazy.
I'd have no idea.
Why?
And then she's gonna
Along
drag
for the ride
Rogar
here.
along with her because she's like, it's a Rogar. There's a chance that we may not, that ships may not be attached when we come back.
Oh yeah, you need someone to help you fly.
Yes.
And he just kind of looks up in the air, kind of, rolls his eyes a little bit and shakes his head. And Rogar, you can give a perception check if you will.
She
Rogar.
will turn around and point at him, and she's like, "You may be old, but you're not wise. You're not very smart for an old person."
6.
6, so you don't hear it, but you clearly, Eurydice, you can clearly hear him as, he kind of, raised his head, rolled his eyes, and begins to walk away to deal with other things. Just say, children stubborn as always.
I'm not a child.
Technically, you're an elf, right?
Yes. And I know before I died, I came of age.
And compared to him,
It's debatable.
you're just a baby.
You're a baby.
You're
Yeah,
baby.
But even
I know you're like 100 years probably older than me, but I feel like you are a child.
Really, you are a child.
all of you.
That means
All
I
right.
just have to watch over you.
I will
So-
stab you.
that is pretty much a guarantee. She seems to stab everyone. So,
It's my favorite part about her.
so you guys make your way back onto the Coral Breaker. The ships are still in process because this only, this was like a 15-minute thing during the midst of their couple hours of goods trading transfer.
Yeah.
Diana, yes.
As Eurydice is making her way to Diana to talk to her, all she's going to hear, and Rogar could probably hear this too, because she's not being quiet about it,
God.
is essentially, did I suddenly start speaking Draconic or something? Did I suddenly start speaking a language that no one understands? Did I miss something when I said don't summon the demon? Or more so over, did I at any point stutter on my words when I tried to explain to people that, maybe doing certain things is a bad idea, but God fucking forbid when I need a moment to actually fucking breathe, so people, when they decide to go do stupid shit, suddenly I'm the bad guy. Suddenly I'm the fucking problem of everything. And she's just bitching as loud as she can.
You're
to Jacob in her
You'll come up
room.
to her. Eurydice will come up to her. She will kind of wave a bit just to get her attention. She's not gonna grab her, not gonna touch her, because
Her back is to the door, facing Jacob, just pacing back and forth, bitching.
yeah. And
Mage hand.
Diana, I am so sorry. I know you don't want this, but this is something I have to do, and I'm not trying to make you the bad guy. I'm the bad guy here. I promise you that.
She's gonna turn around, having heard her, points at her and goes, I don't give a fuck what you say at this point. I'm about ready to throw him in the ocean and turn him into a goddamn iceberg.
We can agree on something. He's an idiot.
What?
Not you, the dumbass who thinks he's related to me.
Your grandfather?
Yeah, that bitch.
And she's just gonna be like, I'm sorry,
Respect
did
your elders.
I miss something somewhere between the whole mess of don't do stupid shit and making sure you don't do stupid shit? Did I miss a memo somewhere?
No, you didn't. It's just that
Why are you on the boat? How are you on the boat? Why are you here?
I walked across the planks.
Oh, they're still attached. Okay.
I will stay on that ship for as long as you need me to we get to port, so that you can relax. I'll do everything over there, so you don't have to deal with this, Diana. And I promise you, you won't have to deal with Raz ever again. Okay?
Can I make an insight check on her to see if she's planning something?
Roll
Based on
insight.
how she phrased that?
Yeah, roll
Demon.
insight. And
Okay.
here,
She's planning. She's making this up as she goes. I have the plan. Eurydice doesn't.
No, but like based on the
dear.
way Eurydice just phrased that, Diana's kind of like, what the fuck are you doing?
In my head, Eurydice doesn't have that idea yet. She just knows that she's going to make sure that Fraz doesn't get to Diana.
She's still gonna see if it's more. You know how when you can look at your best friend who's like,
Oh yeah, like
oh.
they're bullshitting.
Not so much bullshitting, but have you seen that meme where someone
you know when
says
the wheels
something
are
and the
turning
best
in there.
friend immediately turns and goes, "Don't do it."
Oh
Without the friend
Yeah.
even needing to.
Yeah, you know when the wheels are turning, even when they haven't formulated the thought
Oh yeah,
yet.
yeah.
29.
Woot. Yes, you can tell the wheels are turning.
And Diana's she's gonna pause and rub her forehead and be like, "What are you doing aside from summoning Fraz?"
I don't know yet. I just know that I don't want to lose.
You're coming back in one piece, yes?
Yes.
You're not going to. And she's gonna look at Rogar and go, "She's not making another deal, is she?"
I don't think she can through the magic of my magic circle. Well, I don't know. No, they just can't be charmed, possessed, or frightened, so... I'll hit her if she does. Divine Smite. Fourth
Knock her out cold. Back of the neck. One hit.
See, this is where having
Oh,
a
Eurydice, what the fuck?
quintet of bodyguards who have been missing me for 4 years really comes in handy.
What are you planning?
I don't know yet, but I just don't want to see anyone else get hurt.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me phrase it. Okay, I need to ask this. You don't want to see anyone get hurt, or you don't want to see the people you care about get hurt?
Both.
I'm
Pop,
what?
though. And Diana, she's got a lot going through her head at the moment, so she doesn't know which emotion she's supposed to focus on right now.
It's a lot.
And she's just like, why do I feel like this is gonna go more wrong than I already think it's gonna go wrong?
Probably because it will, but hopefully it won't.
You're not supposed to say that. You're
I know,
supposed
I'm
to.
sorry.
I will
This
say
doesn't happen.
Fraz is like, unless he knows Dispel Magic, he cannot willingly leave my circle unless it's by magical means, and then he has to succeed on the save.
But
In character,
I
I say
wouldn't put
that.
it past
Diana-
him if he knew that.
Diana, about
I'll
what
say
Raiden
no.
said about you not.
I already
Karen.
tried to kill him. The only reason that I'm not dead is because Jacob stopped me.
Yeah, no, and I
know.
totally, honestly, let's get this straight. I would not have cared if you killed him.
Good to
I
know.
don't remember him yet. So he
What?
is inconsequential to me.
What he said, yeah, pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah, it pisses me off, and I'm sorry he talked to you like that.
But I know where you stand with me. So even if he does stand there and try to say you never cared about her, at least you know he's wrong.
Of course I do. That bastard hasn't known me for 4 years.
But he did know you for like 100.
Yeah. That kind of does outweigh.
But I don't remember him.
That
I've changed
kind of
since
counteracts the outweigh.
I guess that's a counter spell.
Thank you, Rogar. Look,
Trying to provide humor in this harsh moment.
I can't. While you're doing this and while you're dealing with that, I can't have you near me.
And I understand that. I'll stay over there for as long as you need me to.
I'm worried about the kid.
I know. I am
It's
too.
not even so much if the boat gets destroyed or if more of the crew die or whatever else.
That Fraz will take the child. Believe me, I've thought about this.
Do you want me to cast invisibility on you?
I'm pretty sure that can't stop a giant demon from snapping his fingers and going, poof, no more baby.
Huh? Maybe. He might need line of sight.
I mean, I appreciate the input.
Yeah. Magic Circle isn't gonna help here, and plus it costs a lot of money, so I can only do this once.
You know. Well, why didn't you just tell me you needed money?
I don't need money. I already had the supplies set because, I brought it with me. But after I do, it's like Revivify. The next time I do that, someone's gonna have to cough up some coin.
How much?
I don't have it prepared anymore, so I don't remember. I think 300.
Isn't it like
It's a diamond worth 300.
300 gold or 300 silver?
300 gold.
Oh, that's not
So-
too bad.
I'll pick some up at your kingdom.
Rogar, if I am apparently from a very wealthy family, because I had a weird flashback with that blonde guy over there with the pretty red eyes. He's so pretty. She's so pretty.
I cast Mage Hand in between the both of you. Neither of you got phased by it.
And
We're used to it from you at this point.
What?
We work
I've
around
never
it.
done that.
Dude, the entire first portion that you were in the campaign with Rogar, you were constantly using Mage Hand.
Well, yeah, not to distract somebody.
No, but you were constantly
Yeah.
using it.
Yeah,
At
we
this
told
point,
him
I have
we
to
gotta
bring
use
it
your
back.
mage hand to do something. We just work around it at this point.
Jacob, who is standing there listening to all this, casts Mage Hand and high fives Rogar's Mage Hand with his Mage Hand.
Mage Hands.
And
So, wait,
Just-
pause. All
Everyone
of the
get
demon
Mage Hand.
summoning aside, now can I say I told you so?
I guess, because I looked into his eyes and I was transported to a different world, and he's pretty,
I know that feeling.
nice, and he's cute, and he's tall. Diana, he's tall.
She's just gonna slowly look at Jacob and then slowly look back at her and go, uh-huh.
I think Eurydice is a size queen.
Fuck off.
I've heard that before.
My brain went somewhere I don't think you intended it to go.
Uh-huh.
So did mine.
I was just as lost as ever.
Please keep it that way.
Everyone tall.
But anyway,
Get y'all minds out the gutters. Damn.
Look, I
Come on,
the
that's
first
you know
time
that's
I
where
did
our
it
minds are
faster than
always
I
at.
should've. Okay, so grandfather's a dick, Blondie's a cutie. You are about to summon a demon. What else am I missing?
the brunette over there with the goggles, I punched him in Bennett's Bridge. I knocked him out cold.
Okay, that we already knew. That's how we were able to locate him to begin with.
Yeah, but I just name to the face to the name.
Okay.
He also looks a lot like Raiden.
Who?
Wait, Diana's gonna pause and go,
Yeah,
wait,
but-
the guy wearing the belt
With the
of
goggles.
stuff is named Orion.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna say it if you're not gonna make me say it.
Orion's belt, yes.
It's a
I
sign in the stars.
What the hell is Orion's belt?
It's a star constellation,
I've
Rogar.
never seen stars in D&D. When I look up in an endless void.
No, there's stars up there.
You need
None that look like
Are you
Orion's
okay?
belt.
maybe he's colorblind.
I just cover my eyes.
I think Rogar needs somebody to talk to.
Yeah, I do all the talking for everyone else.
I know, that's why you need somebody else to talk to. Taking a note
Therapist
upon
needs
yourself,
to-
sir.
Many love.
But
Some
oh
people
yeah, and
do.
I stabbed the really tall one with the brown hair who's a Goliath. Because he tried to pick me up when I was trying to go over the ship.
Why are you going over the ship?
Because I was
Trying to
having a
kill
panic
herself.
attack and I couldn't understand what was happening, and there were too many people.
So, instead of walking across the board like you did just now, you decided you're going to dive into the water.
You know what? Hindsight is
what?
2020.
Really? Really? Is it your
Doesn't
disease?
matter.
Is it 2020? Because I'm getting more of a 515 vibe right now.
You know.
My
Okay.
new glasses
Here's the
now.
thing. I was panicking. I didn't know what to do. My best friend wasn't in my field of vision, so my first reaction was to just go overboard.
Yeah, I stepped away, that's why.
So because
He's
I
not my
wasn't
best friend,
there,
you are, Diana.
your thought process was suicide.
Well, no, I wouldn't have died. Someone would have come and saved me, but at least I would have gotten to
Not
the water
me.
first. And also, I was thinking, I'm still kind of in denial about no longer having any magic. So.
No.
So.
And you're gonna
realistically-
summon a demon
I have
with
magic.
no okay.
But you know, realistically, if I did have my magic, I would have fallen just far enough that I would either thunderstepped back up and then just fallen on the deck. But
Don't you have Misty Step?
I had it wasn't metagaming here. It wasn't better at a higher level.
So you found out your grandfather's a dumbass and you came over to apologize, but you understand that you still can't stay here because you're summoning a giant demon, and once you're done summoning the demon, then you're gonna stay on the ship until we reach port?
Yes, unless you would like me to come over for the wedding.
Well, I kinda need him, and she's gonna point to Rogar.
Yeah, I can fly, don't worry.
He's doing the ceremony?
Does that mean I can still help you get dressed?
So long as everything with that demon is done with first, I don't care if you come back
And
afterwards.
she goes ramrod straight and she says, "Aye, aye, Captain."
Okay,
And you hear, "What?" from Argo as he's like, and he looks over, and he kind of looks quizzically at your group, and he's like,
This is them.
yeah, pretty much.
Diana's just gonna... Wait, Diana's in her room!
Oh, you guys are down in the room. Okay, never mind that.
Yeah!
He just happened to be walking by.
Through the floor.
He just
He-
happens to be walking by.
Just happens to be
She's
walking
like,
by.
She
Sorry,
just does it loud
Argo.
enough, like they can hear it like through several walls and floors, and he's like, "What?"
Once everything with your demon summoning is done, you can come back. I just can't have you near me during all said crap.
Yeah, no, I understand that. And if you still need more time afterwards, I'll go back as well. Okay?
So, question. How offended would you be if I asked to use your grandfather as cannon fodder when raiding my mother's castle?
Not at all.
So, hypothetically speaking, if we somehow managed to knock him unconscious and we just threw him at the gate as a distraction...
Well, I say not at all because I couldn't even get a hit on him.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do not stand for this also. He
And I
might be a
think-
child of Tenebris.
And I think he was the one who trained me to fight, actually, because I kind of had a flashback where he was training me to fight when I was, like, smaller.
You
You
know,
were,
the
you
way
were
I
this
kind
small.
of...
I
You were
was
this
this
small.
small.
She's an elf,
The way I
you
kind
know?
of look at that scenario is, if you still can't beat the person who taught you, they didn't teach you right to start with.
She did die, so she probably lost some of that oomph.
The oomph of life.
Yes, the oomph of life.
Affects people.
Yeah, that oomph that gives you that life. It's just.
Yeah.
All of this sounds very, very depressing. I hope you realize this.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But also, we could also use the other 5 guys. The other Forest, the blonde one, is not to be harmed. We can use those guys as ammunition too.
That's not okay.
Well, I mean, not necessarily as actual ammunition. We can just enlist their help for distractions. Because apparently, they trust me. And then
Yes, that
suddenly
is-
there's a light
This is a
bulb on their head.
betrayal of trust.
Oh, please.
Do that.
Wait, did you just say there was suddenly a light bulb?
No, yeah, like, you can almost see the light bulb go off above her head.
Oh, counter
What are you
spell.
planning?
Something horrible.
What, specifically?
So, those dumbasses seem to trust me implicitly,
Uh-huh.
and, I think I figured out a way to get Kraz to not be on your case anymore.
I don't like where this is going.
What's better than, 1 soul? Is it 1 soul or 7?
7?
Yeah,
There's only 5 of them, though.
5 dumbasses, me, and my grandpa. 7.
Oh,
What
good.
did
I
I
thought you were
just tell you?
including my
What did I
soul.
just say at the beginning of this conversation?
We don't sell souls.
But I'm not. Because then, after that is done, I'm going to make a promise to make sure he gets dead by my hands.
That
Yuri,
might take some time.
Yuri, we've all established there's nothing stopping him from collecting immediately.
No, here's the thing. Okay, this is what I'm thinking.
How about leave your soul out of it and just offer the 6?
Okay.
That is so beyond.
Alright.
Rogar, I can offer your soul too if you want.
No, I will.
How many times have we been fucked over by people who told us we could trust them?
Have they told us we could trust them?
They seem
I
to
don't
trust me.
any of them.
Yeah, they just trust you. I feel like this is a one-way street.
This is a one-way street, and I'm going to exploit it for all it can be.
What type
I
of
will beat
ceremonies
this
can
dead
I
horse.
do?
For all the money that it's worth.
And hey, if nothing else, Rogar can just cast silence so they can't, talk back.
Yeah, and plus I'm gonna ask them if they trust me.
Don't give me that one! Don't give me that expression!
That is-
You probably would have thought of it yourself!
No, I am very much about consent now.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna ask them if they trust me and if they're okay with the stupid plan I have. I may not give them the explicit details, but
So essentially you're gonna go, do you trust me? Okay, cool, and then you're gonna go do the thing?
maybe.
I can't tell if I rub off on you or if you rub off on me.
I mean, it's better than just going to immediately offer their souls with no consent.
You mean like
That's
a different place?
That's a very loose word for consent, I would say. Very loose.
Wait, what did you say, Diana?
You mean like I did with my mother's?
Oh yeah, no, your mother's a horrible person, that's different. And besides, what I'm thinking is that part of the deal would still be on, but instead of him taking your soul at the end of the timeline, he would take the others.
Now, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. I wonder if he just lies and says, yeah, I'll do it, and then gets 8 souls, and then just
Yeah,
kills
he
the
is-
other ones.
The king of deceit.
Well, this is where
Prince of
Tenebris comes in.
deceit or whatever else.
I'm sure I have a good plus to deception.
This is where Tenebris comes in.
What?
Yeah.
So you're expecting divine favor to just pop in?
No, I'm...
You are.
Don't get me wrong, I've been studying up on a goddess myself, but I wouldn't immediately jump to, I'm just gonna rely on divine intervention.
I'm not
It
gonna
does
rely
happen.
on that, but I'm gonna at least ask, hope, pray, whatever.
Do that before you
Yeah, no,
summon
that's
him.
that. Yeah, no, that's the plan.
We'll have penance tonight.
Yeah, because she's kind of someone I want on my side.
Yeah, it's kind of where I've been going to the saloon.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Stop being sappy in your weird.
Christian.
Stop being sappy in your weird religious ways.
There we go.
Tenebrisian ways?
Tenebrisian. It's such a good thing to hear when people are ready to convert. Willingly. I remember when I was trying to convert
I
people
said
and
saloon, not
unwilling.
Tenebris.
I know. It's good to see everyone converting.
Eurydice is gonna turn to Rogar and she's gonna be like, okay, I
And
will.
Diana's gonna stop and have her own light bulb moment and go, you know, that's actually a really pretty name.
Oh yeah, that is a pretty name.
Tenebris?
No.
No.
Okay, Tenebris is also a pretty name.
I mean, it's eerily creepy and majestic, but not like, it doesn't have the same aesthetic as Saloon.
And saloon literally slides off the tongue.
Yeah, and Tenebris is just like, Tenebris. Ominous.
Yeah. It's literally what we're all about.
Yeah,
You know,
also, if I do
part of
join
me
your
is saying,
cult,
like, I'm
Rogar,
supposed to be mad at you.
Don't say that word.
Rogar, if I join your cult, Can I be one of your high-ranking members? Can I be your second in command? It's Tenebrous cult.
Okay, it's well, there's Tenebrous is a real religion. I'm starting a new sect
A
in
cult.
Tenebrous. No, a new
You're starting
sect.
a new sex?
No, sect. SECT. Like a new section.
So say
Yeah.
section.
It just sounds cooler. We're just a little bit more aggressive and
Do I get to
destroying
be a cult
payload.
leader or not?
What? No. You can be a leader of
I was
faith.
about to be very confused and wonder if Tenebrous has some weird orgy thing going on. I was
No,
about to be very
no.
concerned.
No.
Dear, no.
No,
I mean,
no.
oddly enough, the two people aren't interested in relationships are in this. Oh, you're not
It's-
in it yet. Let me not. Okay.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She is interested in a prospect, but
Alright.
doesn't remember that
I'm
that prospect
interested
has
in
already
too.
been.
Yeah, Tenebrous is not about the orgies thing. That's actually Ninebrous. So, yeah.
I'm just too close.
I had to.
I'm just
I
gonna
had
kill
to.
that one for fun. But no, yeah, I will give you a high rank. There's only me at the moment. I plan.
Second in command.
I feel like I should be yelling at you more.
Why? We're fighting a cult.
No, it's a new religious section.
Oh my god.
Rogar.
I'm still also referring to the demon thing.
Oh.
Yeah, let's focus on the demon thing, not me starting
well,
a new
I
religion.
thought we already covered everything we need to talk about with the demon thing.
I would like to reiterate a third time to make sure you don't fuck up.
Yeah, no, that's the plan.
You fucking up's the plan?
No, not fucking up is the plan.
Wait,
Oh, we fucking up.
Then we go with second plan immediately.
What's the second plan?
Stab without delay.
okay,
That was
that's very bad. Doesn't your grandpa?
Yes, that's why my
oh, I
plan
don't know
is to not
this.
fuck up.
The
Never
fact that
mind.
you already plan to use Plan B already means Plan A already fucking blows.
Yes. Yes.
My
Might
magic
I-
is strong.
Suggest something that Jacob told me about.
Oh, what?
I'm
You're-
right here. Not.
Yeah,
No, you're not. No way.
Oh my god, let's be
Oh,
nice.
damn.
Your
Blood
grandfather has a banishment
Ugh.
stone.
Oh, thank you. You brought it up instead of me having metagame it.
Yeah. Your grandfather has a banishment stone. Essentially, he says a command word that Jacob knows what it is if need be. He throws it, and it casts banishment within a 20-foot radius of dome.
Wait, so is that everyone in the dome?
Probably.
I don't know.
I don't want to be banished.
All I know is the way Jacob described it was it scares even him.
I mean, unless I'm being banished to Tenebrous.
I will ask him about it when.
Or you could just steal it.
I could, but he found me really easily. He found me immediately.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna get anything past that guy.
Yeah, he's really built in the perception ways.
He's not tall, but he's.
I think because I am tall, I'm not perceptive.
Do you think
That's
the
how it works.
Do you think the whole "I know everything" complex comes from him compensating for something else?
Probably.
Is that why he only had one child?
Did we know he had only one child?
He is an elf.
I
Their,
mean, do you have any aunts or uncles?
I don't remember.
their libido rates are very bad.
Asking the
Common
amnesiac
knowledge.
to recall her family ties. No.
I mean, you can go over and ask him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I see him right now, I'm gonna try to kill him again.
That is fair. That is fair, and I would let it happen.
I feel like
Unless he tried to kill
Diana's just gonna hold her hand up as a pause, walk into the bathroom for a good, 5 minutes.
private bathroom.
Yes, it is a closet with a chamber pot.
With a
Yeah.
bucket, yep.
Yeah, she's just aiming for the bucket, essentially. She just needs the bucket.
Rogar's like, why don't I have one of those?
you. Because
And
You
then
do.
She's gonna come back.
Oh, I never looked for it, I guess.
And she's gonna come back, and she's like, "Okay, continue." But she
morning
looks
sickness.
queasy now.
Morning sickness.
Don't start with me.
Okay.
Should I heal you?
I don't think you can heal morning sickness indefinitely.
I don't think you can.
Do you think, would you classify it as a disease?
No, it's
No.
not a disease. It's a symptom of pregnancy, you dumbass.
Uh,
I don't know. I consider myself infected
What?
at the moment.
would you say it could be like a poison? Because you're throwing up. Could I neutralize the poison with 5 points?
I
If you
don't.
feel the urge, next time you feel the urge to throw up, I want to test this logic.
Okay, that means you need to be here.
I'll be here tomorrow. Wait, the next day. 2 days from
Yeah,
today.
you'll be here on the wedding day.
Actually, I think I could. Oh, wait, no, I have to pick you up
Yeah.
if you're coming to the wedding. I was like,
That's
I'll just
my plan.
leave. And then I was like, oh, wait, I gotta
Okay.
pick you.
So we've got everything handled. I'm sorry that my grandfather was an asshat once again.
Quite frankly, the fact that you even showed up to clarify that you don't agree and you actually knew what I meant.
Yeah. Because I'm not stupid.
You have your moments, Eurydice.
No shit, I do. I know, I recognize this.
You're the second smartest person out of all of us, but you are the dumbest at times.
Yeah, wisdom comes with age,
Hmm?
and
Aren't
I
you
am-
of age?
comparably, I am the youngest out of all of us.
I'm pretty
She's
sure that's not
denying-
how it works. Pretty
and
sure that's not how it
she's
works.
turned around, she's leaving. she's denying everything by just running.
I am just gonna look at Rogar and go, do you have a plan C in case A and B backfire?
Yeah.
What is your plan C?
Knock out Eurydice and just fly over and say, oh, well, guess they're dead. He shouldn't be able to reach you with my magic around him.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah.
It's not a concentration spell, is it?
Nope. 1 whole hour. Even if I go down, it'll still be up.
Cool. Then yeah, good plan C.
Figure knocking out the person doing this might help a little. I don't know. I might not have to. I'll just knock her out for fun. No, I'm joking. I would never.
So plan A, summon the demon and offer up souls. Plan B, attack the demon. Plan C, knock Eurydice out and run away.
Yeah. We might just go from plan A to plan C. I don't
Yeah,
like plan
I
B
feel like
right
it's
now.
a better idea. Swap the letters, just don't tell her.
I'll make sure I'll have advantage when hitting her. I'll stand behind her so she doesn't see it coming. It'll be a surprise. Maybe I'll crit.
Little do you know, Eurydice is going to have the dumbasses stand guard around her.
I could take them probably out pretty easily. Oh no, the Goliath might give me some trouble.
And you know the one who's got all the cannons?
He seems a little frail.
Yeah, but he has cannons.
I have, what do I have? Minor illusion. Wait, no, I didn't want minor illusion. I don't have that anyways. What spell do mirror image? There we go. It'll be 4 Rogars. It'll be okay. Oh wait, I can just cast invisibility. Never mind.
Why do I feel like we're having the two people with the least amount of common sense summon the demon?
Rogar has
no part
common
of this.
sense. He just likes to act dumb. I mean, he's intelligently he's soon to be average.
Soon to be.
Yeah, as soon as I reach the 12th level of my life, the 12th stage of my life, I'll be on par with a commoner.
You guys do know I have actually made character sheets for the dumbasses. Have you even looked at them?
No.
No, because you haven't
Because-
shared them.
They're on the
Oh,
Campaign.
Beyond?
yeah.
Mhm.
In the campaign.
Yeah.
Orion, he has a hit armor class of 20.
I do too.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I have magic on top of it. Nice
He does too.
magic.
He does too.
Looks so easy.
Alright.
Diana, now that there are multiple plans established, did you at least understand
God, they're so
old man's just a dipshit. The dipshit leads the dumbasses.
No, it's
she's
Tweedle dumbass that leads the dumbass.
She's gonna look at Rogar and go, just don't let her die again.
I will make sure to prepare Revivify in case
Just
of
in
emergency.
Just in case.
Great, another spell I'm gonna lose.
You should really learn Spare the Dying.
As a paladin, I am incapable of learning cantrips
Really?
besides the cantrips that are provided by my deity. Yeah,
No
just
necromancy. Gotcha.
I can raise. Hold on. No, I can't. That's Galdor who could raise dead.
Elder?
Oh wait, no, that was animate dead, not raise dead. That's a 5th level spell. I definitely will.
Fair.
No, if she dies, I'll fly as fast over here as I can and be like, okay, let's find a diamond. Looks at Jacob. Find a diamond. Loan me a diamond.
Does it have specifically a diamond or a gold worth the amount of the diamond?
No, it's diamond. It's a diamond worth that amount in gold, basically.
You know, casting magic is so finicky when they want exact things.
Yeah, so I've gathered.
Well, as
Okay.
long as you know she's not missing any limbs, we'll be okay. I forgot, that's part 2.
Okay.
Or
Cuts
A.
off her arm to summon the demon.
No!
Well, you can live without an arm. Wait, I think that does negate the spell still. Oh, it just can't restore your missing body parts. Yeah, you'll just have an arm gone for the rest of your life. That's sad.
Yeah.
One-handed attacks only.
You know what? You guys are really lucky that you caught me during a moment of the less volatile portion of my moods right now.
Mm-hmm. You know what I think? I think we could honestly use a group therapy session. I've done
Rogar,
so
this is
many.
the longest I have gone without drinking whenever I'm angry. I'm having some issues.
Technically, alcohol is a form of poison. And I can remove poison.
The point is, that one, and she's just gonna gesture to Jacob, won't let me drink.
He nods.
I mean, I don't have. I have no tested theories of if lay on hands will help the child be. I'm sure it would be. One of my. I know my magic. I have faith in myself.
Can I roll insight to see if he's actually telling the truth, or if he's just like automatically lying out of instinct?
Brogar lies every time, so
That's
he,
fine.
he believes it.
If he
God damn it.
if Rogar actually believes it, then he believes he's telling the truth. So
Yeah.
you can roll
It's
insight,
like,
but
Rogar, I'm fairly confident that your magic cannot undo a baby becoming mutated because I drink too much. Fairly confident.
The next preg.
The next
person that we find.
I'm sorry.
The next pregnant person that we find that's about to pop will
jinx
test
me.
the theory
Don't
out.
jinx me like that. One child's already gonna be.
Oh, man.
Look, I'm already trying to figure out how the fuck to be a mother. So, and this thing's not even gonna be alive for another like 6 months.
You want to borrow my book on Tenebrous? You can look at chapter 72, page 38. There's a brief moment about pregnancy and motherhood.
Chapter what?
72.
It's like a super thin book, but there's like 100
There's so many chapters. I don't know how she does it. Just magic. It's like I read and I get to the end of the book, and then I'm like, wait, there's more pages. Where did they come from?
It's a book.
Actually, I think Jacob might have. Jacob, oh, you're not here. Go away.
Jacob goes away.
I'm sure Jacob has common knowledge of motherhood.
Really?
I'm sure he's probably read a book one time in his life about
Just a
motherhood.
single book, only one.
Only one.
Actually, no, when we go to the port city or wherever we're going, I'm gonna buy you a book on motherhood.
A
You hear,
non-religious
Hi, Jacob,
book
a book on fatherhood from the hallway.
I was thinking maybe I
You
could
can read one
replace
of some
Basil.
blue.
Yeah, I could do that. I don't know how successful I'm gonna be.
Eurydice pokes her head in through the doorway. She's like, yeah, but just so we're clear, if Jacob needs advice about being a dad, he should not ask the guy on the other ship who seems to know me.
I think we've grasped that. Honestly, out of everyone we've ever met, the only person I would feel comfortable him asking for fatherly advice from would be Great Bear. And you don't
Okay,
know
no.
who he is.
I don't know who he is, but he sounds great.
You know what I could do? If we ever need to talk to someone, I could always summon an undead spirit, and we can commune with that.
Why does that sound like a horrible idea?
And who would we be summoning?
I don't know, I could just have some, like, mom. Like, deceased mother. I can shadow spawn, they also, do they have the ability to speak?
Okay,
Oh,
I'm
never
I
mind.
want you to leave. I'm having a headache, and she's just gonna
Damn
start.
it.
She's going to go to the other ship now.
Okay.
She
Might wanna go
will
back.
say, "Bye, Diana. I love you. You're my best friend."
Good luck!
Cancel that. Can the Fae speak? Okay, the Fae can speak. Turns out all the other ones just didn't know how to speak.
You might want to go with her because she left.
Oh, damn it. Eurydice's way. Ah, but I could see Antonia really quickly.
You
Go with Eurydice!
Eurydice, wait.
You know, for someone her size, she could move pretty fast. I think she's the
That's
same
the
movement speed as
point.
me.
She's
Yeah.
an elf Rogard. Just because she's
Oh,
short.
she's a rogue. Bonus action dash. Rogar leaves the room.
I feel like Rogar is Oak now with the breaking the fourth wall stuff.
Diana's just
Yeah.
like, now can I drink?
Because I
Ugh.
remember
I'm
how
not
Oak,
there.
I remember whenever anyone would ask Oak, "How are you today?" or "How are you feeling after a fight?" and he just says, 22.
I'm sure the
Whatever
word
his
bonus
favorite
action might be in a book.
That
A
was
spell scroll, it literally just breaks down the components. Like, it takes one action, one bonus
Yeah, but
action.
it's in a very specific book, and it's spelled BONE space US or US.
Vulcanus.
Bone us.
It's like a video game where they're trying to explain the controls to you, but they're not being
Yeah.
real about it in game. They're just like, yes, press the A button to do this. Press the Y button to do this. You're gonna use the stylus or the motion controls to do this.
The poor character just going, what the fuck are they talking about?
What?
All right.
What?
So, Eurydice and Rogar, you make it back over onto the Alabaster Dragon. And you find the crew member that Renan kind of assigned to you. He brings you any supplies that you ask for that you need to prep for your summoning.
Cool. Eurydice will go to the spot that she was. Go to somewhere spot before the main mast or wherever she was told to probably do something. And she knows in her head that she can make this circle any size that she wants.
Oh, please make it small. I mean, it has to be able to fit.
So if Rogar is there and he is actively telling her like, hey,
I can only contain so much.
okay, so how big is your?
It is a 20-foot radius, and then so it's a 20-foot radius with a 20-foot tall cylinder that caps off.
Is it like, do you need any like special like doohickeys or is it just a circle?
No, I have my holy water and my
So
iron
you
work.
just need to draw a circle.
And then channel the energy into it.
Okay. So Eurydice will make her circle 15 feet in diameter.
Okay.
Because she wants to ruin this ship.
It's still big. I mean, if you think about it, 15-foot well, his is 20-foot radius. You said, right?
Oh yeah,
Yoga?
yeah.
10-foot radius.
Oh, it's 10-foot
feet
radius.
tall.
Okay, 10-foot radius. Okay, so I mean, still
And,
15
yeah,
15
yeah,
foot
she'll-
15-foot diameter is still pretty big. I mean,
Yeah. It can hold a large sized creature.
oh yeah,
Huge.
huge
and,
actually.
Eurydice, she's after like she's going to spend a lot of time making sure this summoning circle looks absolutely fantastic. All the glyphs are perfect. All of the lines are just straight and neat, and it's just the most beautiful summoning circle for a demon that you might ever see.
Okay,
And then
and
she's gonna go find one of the dumbasses, probably the tall one or the really short one.
well, hold on one sec. So, Rogar, what are you doing while Eurydice is crafting, this piece of art summoning circle?
I guess, I can't really do anything until she's done. I guess I'll look around the ship. I know what I'll do. I'll start checking in with this crew. They might need some counseling.
Okay, so you start
Open up the
walking.
confessional booth.
So you start walking around, checking, kind of
Need a
doing
confession.
your confessional thing, and I need a perception check from you.
Oh, God, please. Tenebris,
Please.
help me.
Please,
Nope,
Use
6.
you can use your advantage.
You can if you wish.
I just don't feel like Rogar's is that perceptive. You know what? I
Yeah.
have 3 of them, so I'll burn one.
I will
Alright.
give you another one.
Oh, a nat 20. Wow.
Oh, there you go. So
21.
you actually notice two things. One, the first thing you notice is 2 of the Tweedle dumbasses, as Eurydice so dubbed them. One of them being the short, kind of elvish-looking, brown-haired one with the belt and the goggles that goes by Orion, and the other one that weird kind of metal warforged being. They are sitting down on a couple crates, and it looks like they're messing with something mechanical looking that Orion is holding on to, and it looks like he's literally shoving food into the cracks of it.
Just straight food?
Looks like just a piece of fish. He's just kind of cooked fish. He's working and you're not exactly sure what he's doing.
Do I want to? I can't. I knew one of their voices I found annoying. Can't remember which one it was, 'cause we're all talking at once, but I know one of them. No, it's not the robot. Or the Goliath.
It might have been Lee.
I guess, I'll slowly... Does Rogar want to get involved? Should Rogar cast Invisibly and go over?
You could do that if you want. You can make your choice on what you want to do.
Yeah, Rogar will begrudgingly walk very slowly. He's like, I did say confessions, and this is your job. Sometimes you have to confess people who you don't like. Their voices are annoying.
Okay, so
Never hated a person before.
So as you walk over there, you're now kind of standing near them, and both of them notice you and look up. The second thing you noticed with your perception check is as you were walking over there, just seems kind of out of place. About 15 feet away, just sitting there on the deck, nothing really around it, just kind of out there, is a fedora. Just sitting there. So, as you are close to these two and they look up, the Warforged looks up at you and goes, "Ah, hello. You were Rogar, right? That was your name?"
I don't remember introducing myself, but yeah.
I heard Eurydice say it.
Giving out my name. Yes,
but
that's my name.
he stands up and offers his hand to shake hands. He's like, "My name is Echo."
Okay, Echo, I shake your hand.
Okay. And he sits back down and he's like, "Would you care to join us?"
I guess while I'm here, if you guys have anything that you need to confess, I am also an ordained priest.
No, you're not.
Okay, I can easily become one. Let me just forge a document really quick.
Well, and
They won't be able to tell.
Echo says, "Oh, interesting. Well, perhaps you can help us."
Okay. I did just learn about becoming a midwife, so I have a
Oh,
little bit of experience with that.
I don't think I need that. But
I'm going to call it mid-husband now.
But he points to Orion still trying to work the fish into the cracks of this. He's like, "We're having trouble here. He's no longer eating."
That thing is no longer eating.
Yes, his watch. And Orion says, "Yeah. I don't know what's going on with him. This poor
Your
guy."
watch is him too. Okay.
Well, yes, it's a living watch.
Do you want me to? I really need to invest in healing spells that do not require me to touch. Should I? Can I cast Divine Sense really quick? See if there's any celestial fiends or undead around me, or hallowed ground.
Sure.
Sure. Give me a second. I need to feel the earth really quick. Any pings?
No, nothing.
Ah, damn. Now I really don't want to touch this thing. Oh wait, but it's not really a person. I'll ask. Is it a person?
No. It's
Okay, then I can touch it. Never. Just don't.
it's a living watch.
So do you want me to heal it? Yes or no?
If you can, yes, please. And Orion, happily kind of hands him over.
Yeah, I just hold it in my hands. Yeah, I'm gonna expend my my healing hand, so I just heal it 11 hit points.
Okay.
9 personal spell slots for you, sir.
All right. And they kind of watch as you do that. And both of them are like, "Huh. Interesting. Hopefully that helped." And Echo goes, I can't see why it wouldn't, right? Ryan's like, "Well, I sure hope it did." But you then hear him, or Ryan, kind of lean over and whisper. And you hear him say to Echo, "It didn't move right." And Echo just nods. you do notice that their gaze isn't at the watch. It's at this fedora in the middle of nowhere.
Did one of you drop your hat and you're just
Shh,
afraid to pick it?
shh, 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 no. Don't worry.
Do you want me to mage hand
No,
it?
no. No.
No.
That's the hat. Just leave it
What
alone.
hat?
It's the hat.
I'm going to cast Witch Bolt. At
Don't,
it if you do
don't. It's doing hat things right now.
Okay. You know, I really wanted to be your guys' friends, but
Oh, that's great.
I am having regrets. You clearly don't need that. Do you need to confess anything? I still need to do my duty and, you know, make sure everything's good with you mentally.
And at that point, they're like, Echo kind of looks at you for a moment and is like, I honestly don't think I need any confession right now. I'm feeling quite fine. But thank you. And he says, if you'll excuse me, and he heads off. Orion actually...
No, please don't leave me. Don't leave me.
Orion actually looks over to you and he says, if the offer still stands, actually, I could use someone to talk to about this.
The watch, right? We're talking about...
No.
The hat.
No.
You?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank Tenebris. Something normal. Okay. We'll go our justice caller. I'm ready whenever you are.
Alright. And he and you start talking, and it's at first it's almost like pulling teeth, trying to get him to get to what he really wants to say. But eventually you finally get out of him that he knows he is smart.
Oh no.
But sometimes he feels like he's the dumbest one in the group of his friends. And he doesn't know how to deal with that because he knows he can, he's been able to do some pretty amazing things and create some amazing things with his intelligence, and come up with stuff. So he knows he's smart, but he tends to feel like a dumbass. And
Eurydice.
yeah. And he also, and the other thing you, go ahead. Go ahead.
So there's more. Let him go.
All right.
Let him. Yeah.
The other thing you get from him is that he's really worried about Eurydice, or in your conversation, he calls her Aurelia. And he says, I know she doesn't like to be called that anymore, but that's how I know her. And she's like a sister to me. And I just...
Call me Michael.
But, yeah, he just goes on for a bit about how he, really wants to see things get back to the way they used to be, if that's even possible. And he actually opens up quite a bit to you about basically Eurydice's past with the group from his perspective. So you hear about the times that they went out together on, on little mini quests and adventures, and how Lee has always been kind of their leader, even if he isn't the smartest one in the group, which he kind of makes a point to say. But he also says that one of the biggest things he's worried about when it comes to Aurelia is not just her, but Lee, because Lee's heart broke when Aurelia was lost to them, and he has never given up hope of finding her, and now finding her, and if Orion's tells you that he really hopes that her memory and her love for him will come back, because he doesn't know if he can bear to watch his close friend's heart break again.
Aww.
It's a lot of tension between you three.
Well, they're my friends.
Well,
And I care for them very much.
That is really good to hear. I am very happy to hear this. Now, I will inform you that a confession is normally when you confess your sins. I didn't say therapy. And I feel like we went a little therapeutic, but you know what? Sometimes confessionals can be a little therapeutic, and
Okay.
I'll let it slide.
Oh,
But
okay.
on the dumb part, I mean, Eurydice and Jacob, there are intelligent folk of our group. I would say on a scale of everyone to me, I'm probably the least intelligent out of the group. But I have a feeling
he kind of
I'm gonna catch up.
he seems a little shocked at that, because as he looks at you, he's like, "But you seem very wise."
Oh, I'm just really good at deception. Yeah, that's a personal choice. But what I tell myself is, I sometimes feel dumb and think, everyone else caught on, but I didn't. You know what? Sometimes lying to yourself is a really good option. Only do it rarely in your case, because I feel like you might abuse it. I don't know you personally, but, Diana's met a dragon. I've never really met a dragon. I just tell people that I met a green dragon. But I believe it, so that's all that matters. So maybe just believe in yourself. Maybe don't lie to yourself to believe in yourself, just believe in yourself. And if you can't do that, then just lie to yourself, because...
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah. One day you'll feel smart.
He kind of ponders that for a little bit, and then he just looks up at you and he says, "Well, it might not have been what you meant by confession, but you really did help me. Thank you for listening. That meant a lot."
Okay. I'll punch him in the shoulder and be like, "All right, kiddo, get out of here."
And he kind of like, ow. And he's,
you got hard.
Yeah, and then he heads out, and as he's leaving, you see him stop and turn and look off to kind of further in the distance, and you follow his gaze, and there's the fedora about 20 feet from where it was, just kind of sitting on the deck in the middle of nowhere.
Should I throw my
And
sword at?
And then he turns and continues to walk away.
It's just like the stare. Like I'm ready to do something stare. And
Yeah.
I feel like I would ask some of the crew randomly, but like, what's going on with the hat? Can I not attack it? Oh my god,
That's just the hat.
Idiot. No, you know what? It's fine. I'm gonna go hang out with Eurydice. I regret coming here. If I had them, you know what? I stare across the boat, because at one point Rogar thought he had the message bell. I'm going to try to message, I guess, Diana and be like, "Help, please help." I need a point. Just pointing in the direction of Diana.
I have a question. I know he doesn't have the message.
Mm-hmm.
But can Diana just get like that little voice in the back of her head that's going, something is wrong and she doesn't know what's wrong?
It's the Luke and Leia thing from the end of Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah. I would say you get
Giggles.
you get a bit of an uneasy feeling just for a little bit, like, okay, something's off. I'm not sure
She's
what,
gonna
but it
turn
just
to
doesn't feel
Jacob.
right.
She's gonna turn to Jacob and go, "Can you message Rogar and make sure he's okay and everything's okay?"
Yes, of course. And Rogar,
I just got a bad feeling all of a sudden.
mhm. How's things going over there? Is everything okay?
Everything's okay. They're just fucking idiots. I can't wait to come home. Bye.
He says he's fine.
Yeah. I'm gonna point to one of the crewmates on the other ship. No, wait. I forgot what ship we were originally on. Oh no!
You were
Alabaster.
right
I don't want no.
We're on the
Coral Breaker.
Alabaster Dragon.
on the Coral Breaker.
On the Coral Breaker.
Yeah. Is there
Mhm.
someone about 90 feet away from me?
Well, actually, the ships are slowly getting further and further apart.
Oh no! Can I run to the edge of the ship, hang over the edge, and just point at someone?
Sure.
Yeah, I cast that. The mark of Tenebris on someone. I just want to make sure I have a way home.
Okay.
That's fair.
Oh no. Well, it's gonna. I forgot it's not that long. Wait, when you cast it at using a 3rd level or 2nd level, what level am I casting? I'm casting at a 2nd level, so no, I'm not wasting a 3rd level spell slot.
Oh yeah.
Never. I guess it'll just fade. they just have the, on their back. I put it the symbol of Tenebris.
Okay. Just to help guide you back to the other ship. All right. Okay, so not a problem. And then eventually, as time continues on, the ships end up. I mean, you're estimating 500, 600, 700 feet apart.
That's far.
And then about that, once Eurydice is done with her thing, she'll be like, Rogar, you're good to draw your circle.
Alright, go draw.
And
my
then
circle.
she's like, look at it. Isn't it perfect?
Yeah, I will say. I mean, I've practiced, a few summoning circles back in my day.
I can't wait to ruin it.
By ruin it, what do you mean?
Getting something horrible.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant physically, like you reaching your hand in and messing it. I was like, you can't do that.
No.
I was
See,
like, you're answering his domain then.
Yeah, no. To get Priz's attention, you need to sacrifice something, and I want to be a bitch about it.
You know what? There's this fedora that nobody's claiming. You can sacrifice the fedora. Everyone just avoids it for some reason. I was gonna throw my sword at it. They said,
Eurydice look around the ship to see if she sees the fedora.
Yeah, actually, roll a perception for this.
Ooh.
it's a stealthy little guy.
Oh my god.
Or gal, or
16.
pal.
Okay. It's enough, but you had to actually be looking for it. You do see it. It is on the frontmost deck of the ship, called the forecastle. It's up there, which is a different deck than what you were on before, Rogar. It's actually sitting on some crates that are just high enough so that you can see it over the railing from the main deck, which is where you are. So you can actually see it sitting up there.
She points. Is that what you're talking about? That hat?
You know what's really funny? Either someone has a string tied to this and they're just pulling it around, or that hat is moving on its own. You know what? It might be a mimic. Let's not touch it. Just let it, maybe it's just a mimic of the ship. Maybe it's there.
She's gonna pat Rogar on the armor, shoulder armor, whatever. She's gonna be, Rogar, I think the sun is getting to you. You might as well just draw your circle and call it a day.
Okay. I'll just prove it wrong. I'll just attack it. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I'll begin to draw my circle for tomorrow.
And Eurydice is gonna go find one of the dumbasses.
Okay. Alright, so Rogar, you're prepping your circle. Eurydice, which dumbass are you looking for? Any in particular?
None. She's just looking for a dumbass. One of the Tweedle dumbasses.
Looking for a dumbass. Alright, so as you're looking around, the first one you see is a fire genasi who's got tan skin, black hair, and his hair, even though it's black, it's kind of like on fire around the edges, around the tips, it seems like, and his eyes seem to be on fire.
She points at him. She's like, "You, dumbass! I summon thee."
And he kind of looks at you like, yeah, of course. And he runs over. What is it? Eurydice.
That's
Good boy. Every time they correctly call her Eurydice,
Yeah.
she will.
Are you Pavlov's dogging him?
Yes. And she's like, "I need you to find the stinkiest, smelliest sock on this ship."
What, coal socks? And he kind of laughs.
I'm not joking.
I'm not either.
Cool. Also, what's up with that fucking fedora?
What? Oh, you mean the hat?
Yeah, the hat.
Yeah. What about it?
What? Why is there just a hat on the ship? Why is it not like
I
on
don't-
a hat stand or
I don't-
like, in with clothes and stuff?
I don't know. It's doing hat things.
What does that mean?
I'm gonna go get that sock for you. And he runs off.
Can you find someone who knows what that hat does?
And he's like, got it! Gonna get the sock!
And she's just standing there, just exasperated and pissed off and slightly endeared, and just like, I don't know why, but these guys make me smile.
Alright. Is there anything that anyone else wants or needs to do for this evening before we roll into the next day? Alright, so it is the next day.
One day before the wedding.
Mm-hmm. And-
Eurydice will spend this day in her room praying to Tenebris, just
Okay.
like asking for help. Just like, help me face this demon or whatever.
Bye-bye,
Okay.
witch.
And what time are you planning on performing the summoning ceremony?
Twilight.
Okay. So you get to spend like pretty much the entire day up until that point praying, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, I wish I would have had knowledge of that. I would have just stayed on the other ship with Antonio. I could have just flown over.
And
Eurydice doesn't. She thinks of plans, then she's like, yes, this sounds good. You know, it would be even better.
Yeah, making someone else suffer.
yes,
Yes.
I have
she
a
does
whole-
stab everything. So
And to be fair, her grandpa's kind of like that too.
yeah. So
She learned from the
if you're doing that, what I need you to do is, for the first part of the morning, I need you to roll a wisdom save.
I don't trust D&D, to be honest. I don't trust any dice.
God, it's crazy.
Do I use pretty purpley dice? Do I use...
I haven't used my real dice in forever. Oh, it's because I have a glass table.
Ah,
Yeah.
kind of hard to
I
use
wanna-
metal dice on a glass table, right?
I want to torture y'all.
Yeah.
Pick a number between 1 and 3.
3.
2.
I heard 1, 2, and 3, and I was like, what number do you want in between there?
3 it is. Dice jail for you. 4.
Could have asked me to stand nearby.
Okay. So
Well, you're preparing your
after
thing.
I'm done.
Af- after the morning. Hold on, let me see. After your morning of prayer.
Well, after that, Eurydice will go find Rogar and she'll be like, Rogar, help me pray.
Yeah. Well, after your morning of prayer, what you feel like is just exhausted a little bit. Not like I gotta go to sleep, but just you feel kind of drained.
Exhausted.
Yeah, you're kind of mentally exhausted. You're a little bit drained. You also feel unfocused, and you don't feel like you really were doing things the right way.
And then she'll go find Rogar and be like, Rogar, come help me pray.
Okay, I'll come help you pray. I'm good at that. Do it every single day.
Thank you, Mr. Religion.
Let's not throw Mr. a negative one to that.
Okay,
Dude.
Mr. Cult Leader.
Yeah, I mean, technically, I do have the charismatic skills to be cult leader.
Cool.
So yes,
Cult Leader, help me pray.
yes, you need to take out your book.
Yes,
place it in
she
front
will
of
do.
you.
Yep, she will do all of this.
Yeah. I guess I'll give her the help action. I don't.
Okay.
I don't know if I can help her on a saving throw, but if I can, I will.
No, it's a help action. I'll say that's good. So you can roll with advantage on this next one. This is covering the afternoon.
Okay. And do I get the plus?
Yeah.
How much is it?
+5.
Mm-hmm.
No,
So yeah, you're probably pretty well set.
Thanks,
very
dude.
hard. Oh no.
Don't worry. The other one was better. 15.
Okay.
It was a 7.
Yeah. That +5 helps. That's for sure.
Plus 3, plus 5.
Yeah. So, all right. So, as you begin praying, Rogar kind of helps you to find the best sitting position. He coaches you through it a little bit. He also gives you some visual images. He's talking to you to focus on. And he said, things like, when you were trying to reach Tenebris, focus your thoughts and visualize in your mind this symbol here, as he shows you his symbol, and specifically focus on the shape of it and the edges as if they were a separation between the lighted world and the darkness. And, he's kind of coaching you through that.
The lighted world?
Yes.
You mean the lit world?
Nope, lighted. That's what he
not a
says.
word.
I know. That's what it said. And
If Rogar did actually say that, they will get into an argument.
no, but he
Hold the book.
he helps you to kind of focus your thoughts and to relax a little bit better, so that you start to feel yourself almost drift off. It's almost like the experience of going into the starfield, but this is different. This is more, instead of slipping into a foreign space, this is more falling into yourself. And, what are you typing?
We're just looking at red pandas.
Yes, that was written really long, Red Panda. But it's more like falling into yourself. And in there you find a peace, but no light. But it's not like an absence of light. It is more like a comforting presence of being wrapped completely around by a blanket that is shutting out harmful rays and more protecting you and cocooning you and keeping you safe and warm. And while you're in there, your prayers are going out, asking for help to Tenebris, and you feel that your prayers are being heard.
And Eurydice, she will ask for specifically, if it's possible, I want to see his face when I make a promise to him. I don't want there to be darkness surrounding him. I want to see him.
You feel a wave of calm and security kind of sweep over you gently, giving you kind of the sense of a yes. And then, as you stay there, just wrapped in this warmth and this blanket of protection, eventually you feel the urge to kind of come back out and re-engage with the world around you.
And once she's done that, Eurydice was like, you could have said the world of light, not the light of the world.
That's what the book says.
The book?
It was written in a very old time.
I don't give two shits. Proper grammar is proper grammar, and I don't think Tenebris would mind changing a couple words to make more sense.
I will commune with Tenebris.
I just did. She said it's fine.
Okay, you're entry level. Calm down.
And what felt like a short time for you, Eurydice, while you were praying, because you were in such a relaxed state, and Rogar has experienced this before when he has prayed, is that lots of time does go by when you're really focused and praying, but while you're in the middle of it, it doesn't feel like that much. So for you, it felt like, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Whereas this has been the entire afternoon, and it is now actually getting very close to when the sun will start touching the horizon.
And then, so Eurydice is like, thank you, Rogar.
Mm-hmm.
Now I gotta go make sure the dumbass has found the right stinky sock. Or, we could just sacrifice the fedora because everyone's fucking crazy.
I like that one.
That'll be a plan B.
How long did that take you to type?
Oh, me? I wrote down all of his titles, and then I was like, well, let me not put the ones he doesn't currently have. So I was like, Defender of the Realm, Lord of this, King of that, Kingslayer, Queenslayer. And I was like,
Demon Slayer.
Would Diana actually get the Queenslayer title since she's the one?
I'm planning to kill some other people.
He's gonna kill lots of queens, okay?
I'm just looking forward to running into Redstone again and being like, yeah, so by the way, good luck arresting a queen.
Yeah. Once I'm a king, I'll have my announcer always follow me every time I enter a room. They open up a long scroll.
I present to you
And when you're
Lord
Rogar.
Rogar.
Remember, it's like, not only is he announcing Rogar, he's announcing Diana, and then Jacob. And
So many.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can just hear it. What is it? Here's Rogar. I announce to you all, Lord Rogar, Herald of Darkness and Void, Spiritual Guide, Therapist, Mid-Husband, Champion of the Arena, and Lord Commander of the Aurum Vipera. These are just his current titles. Stay tuned for page 2.
My future, my goals.
So okay, so you find
she
some.
goes up to
Mhm.
her spot, and she's she messages Lee and then all of the other dumbasses. She's like, to the summoning circle.
I need to make sure I'm there too because I have to activate. It takes me a minute, so hold on. Calm down.
Yeah, I know. We're getting it set up.
Woo!
Okay.
I thought you were just going off, and I was
No.
like, oh, it's not gonna
I
work.
gotta talk to the dumbasses first, and I make
you
sure
gotta
that they're in the vicinity.
And so,
I
yep.
have not gotten their consent for this whole selling thing.
Yeah, so up onto the main deck you go, and it takes a couple minutes. Ooh. It takes a couple minutes, but eventually all of them do arrive up there. A couple of them coming from different places.
She looks at Agni. She's like, "Do you have the sock?"
And he goes, "I certainly do."
Put it in the circle.
And as he pulls this nasty, disgusting sock out, Orion goes, Cole goes, "Hey!"
Sorry,
What?
buddy. We need your sock. It's won't be lost in vain.
But that's one of my good ones.
No, it's not. No, it's not. We will get you better socks. I promise.
Okay. And then Agni just kind of tosses it into the middle of the circle. And then he wipes his hand on Cole's arm a couple times.
She will turn to them, and she's... Okay, I know we haven't seen each other in 4 years, and I don't really remember you guys yet, but I'm gonna do something really stupid. Do you trust me not to fuck it up?
Lee just smiles at you and he says, "I've never stopped trusting you. I've always
And
believed
notice
in you."
she's, once again, red.
Yeah,
And
and
she turns to the other and she's like, "Anyone else have any objections?"
they all kind of look at it. They look at each other and then they look at you, and they go, "Whether you..." and actually, it's Orion who says it. He kind of steps up next to Lee and he says, "Whether you remember it or not, you've always been a member of this team. We trust you."
Oh. Wait, which dumbass was I then? Because then that means I'm a dumbass.
Rogar nods in silence heavily.
Wait,
Making sure he can't be seen.
wait. The only kind of dumbass I am is an emotionally constipated one. God damn it, I'm the emotionally constipated dumbass of your group.
Please come to terms.
Rogar, you're not helping.
I'm just monologuing your life.
And that was the moment Eurydice knew. She was a dumbass.
All right.
She's making sure Rainan is there as well, and she's
Yeah.
turned to him. She's like, "You trust me as well, right?"
Of course.
Cool. And she's turns to Rogar. Rogar,
I
fire
don't
up the
trust
circle.
you. Oh, my mistake.
No, I know
I
you.
thought you were asking everyone.
No, I know that you trust me. I trust you.
Yeah. Wings?
I also know that trust is conditional, and you will hurt me.
No.
No.
Things go downhill.
She turns to the guy. She's like, she moves over to like Orion or something. She's like, "Please form a summoning circle around me to block him away, because I have a feeling if I do something stupid, he's gonna try and stop."
Oh,
Okay.
You know what? I just hypnotic pattern. I'm sure not all of them will pass.
No, none of them will.
But,
I love
okay.
that spell.
Yeah, Orion says, "Okay," and they
Form a perfect square
they kind of position themselves around you.
Cool. Rogar, ignite the circle.
What? I just have to whisper some chants.
I know. Start it up.
I thought you said ignited. I'm like, I don't burn things with Tenebris.
I didn't mean ignite as in set on fire. I meant ignite as in get it going.
Yeah. I'm just already murmuring words.
And
Draw
she
symbol.
looks at like everyone. She's like, this is what I had to deal with.
And you hear one of the dumbasses go, "Number 2, engage."
Yeah, a minute passes and Robo just steps
All right.
back. I will say that I have
unconsciously, while Rogar is doing this spell, she will turn to Lee, not realizing that it is Lee, and she's gonna whisper, "What the fuck is up with that fedora?"
And you hear whisper back from you. The first rule about the hat is we don't talk about the hat.
You just broke the first rule, you fucking idiot. As I turn off the spell completed. But yeah, I will elect to operate the magic in a reverse direction, preventing any creatures inside of the circle to be able to leave and protecting everyone outside of the circle.
And
Aight.
Eurydice will begin her magnificent chant, the most eloquent, fancy, most attention-attracting way to get this demon to notice her. By sacrificing a goddamn stinky sock.
Okay. As you complete your end
And I mean,
of...
like, he's doing the version that takes 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, you do
I know.
not have time to waste.
I know. And as you complete the end of your incantation, a version that, while before you felt magical energy flow through you as you uttered these words, the words still hold meaning for you. You still understand them. You still know exactly how to, flip the syllables correctly and the pronunciations. And at the end of it, the sock begins to have just this tiny line of smoke begin coming up from it, and then it billows more and more, and then all of a sudden flame ignites this sock, and it then burns up completely into ash and disappears. And before, when you were used to seeing darkness descend upon you, and then just a voice come out of that darkness, seeming to almost be all around you. Now, instead you see, in the twilight light of the sun as it sets, the form of Fraz Herbleu. Herbleu! Bleh!
I
Well,
help
you see-
him out by casting darkness.
But,
Let me have a flare.
and as he appears in this circle, he kind of looks around for a moment. And then he says, "Interesting."
Hold on. Give me a minute. I need to have the right ambiance
That's
music.
right. Fucking feel Tenebrous' love surrounds you.
Okay, we're good. Megalovania's playing.
There you go. But he's like, "Interesting. You
Hi,
have
Fraz.
help, I see."
Yeah, I'm not alone anymore. So, lovely to see you again, except it's not. But, I have a deal to make with you, good sir. See,
Really?
yes, the deal you made with Diana, it seems to be a bit skewed at the moment. I want to correct that. See,
How is
at
it
the end-
skewed?
okay. At the end of this deal, you'd either be getting, at the end of the timeline, either be getting the soul of a incredibly powerful magic user, or just the soul of some girl who decided that she wanted to protect her friends. When you could actually trade that for the souls of 7 people. This first deal would still be up. You'd still, at the end of the timeline, if we don't complete it, we don't complete our goal to kill her mother, you would get not Diana's soul. You would get mine, Raynon, Lee, Orion, Cole, Agni, and Echoes.
Y'all bitches are good.
So you
And
are
7 souls is worth
offering.
7 souls is worth a lot more than just 1.
That depends on the quality.
I've only known apparently I've known these guys for far longer than I remember, but I've known them for just 2 days. They're already the nicest people you're ever gonna meet.
You think that's what makes souls valuable?
She points to Lee. He is pure fucking sunshine, good sir.
Oh, I have to kill him.
If I am to make a deal such as this, I will need to know the quality is worth it.
You know my soul.
Oh,
You'd get to
that
have
I
my
do.
soul no matter what. And I know
But
my
I
soul
need,
isn't worth much to you anymore.
but I need to test. I will need blood from each of you.
And she looks at them. She's like, "Do you trust me, guys?"
We're gonna see.
They better fucking trust me.
Guys, it's not worth it.
Okay.
Find a new one.
Lee immediately
Yeah, no, he does.
takes out a dagger
Yay!
and holds it to his hand,
Oh,
and the others follow suit. Renan seems to be pondering a little bit,
And Eurydice
but he
looks
but he
at him.
pulls out a small dirk, and it's a type of dagger.
It's still a funny
Yes.
word.
And they look over to you, and Fraz just says, "Here," as he reaches out and his hand touches the edge of this circle, and it kind of stops for a second, and he goes, and then his gaze falls directly on you, Rogar.
What's up?
And he goes,
Don't try to attack me, sir.
Nice.
Image.
"Nice trick."
It's not a trick, sir.
Oh no. It is.
It's abjuration.
He turns his hand over, this time with his claws, and he puts them against the edge. It's almost like watching in a force field in a movie as someone pushes against it, and you can actually see where the contact points are. And then he just brings his claws together in a point, and you see a quick forward motion and spread the claws out. You can feel this circle shatter. And then he brings his claws back and kind of just blows over them and then he holds his hand back out towards Eurydice. And he says, "1 drop each is all I need to see."
By the way, I just messaged you, Jason.
Alrighty, thank you.
And she'll be like, "Boys?" A gesture of the go ahead. Be my
Alright.
guest.
Alright, hold on.
I don't feel
Right.
like this is
Got it.
properly intentional.
So, each one of them, does a small, quick slash on their palm. And as this very large, demonic, clawed hand kind of moves in front of each one of them, they drop a little bit of their blood onto it. And then he comes back in, brings his hand back into, where the circle is, closes it, and then just sits there for a moment. And he says, "So the deal is 7 instead of 1.
Yes.
And I have already held up my end of the bargain for the original deal. So nothing more would be required of me. Seems more than fair in my favor.
Wait, out metagaming. How much time do we have left for that deal?
Not very long.
Approximately 2 months.
Okay, and how long does it take? How far away are we from?
As
We
far
would
as
not get to her in time.
as far as you can tell, about a month and a half.
Okay.
You
That's
will
just to get to the port.
no,
No?
that's to get to your kingdom.
Okay.
So we have a little bit of time.
Mm-hmm.
I have half a month to kill your mom.
That's not very much time.
You're just gonna be very proactive. We can't piss around.
So, that answer your question on the time
Yes.
there, Ulysses. Okay.
And so, Eurydice claps her hands. She's like, "Great! Now that that's out of the way, I called you here for a very, very special reason, sir. You see, I have very good news. Very, very good news. I have found people in my life that I have lost because of you. And you know what I'm gonna do about it? I'm gonna make sure you never take anything from anyone ever again. I am going to fucking kill you. I will rip you limb from limb. I will find your hoard, give it back to everyone you have ever taken from.
Bring it down here. My magic is not working right now.
Rogar's in the background like, no, touch it.
I'm not afraid of you anymore. I will make it my life's goal to make sure that you are never remembered for anything, that you have died for no reason, and I will give everything back you've ever stolen.
God, he's a stupid.
There is still some amusement left to be had with you, I see.
Fraz, you may be greed, but I'm wrath.
Oh, I am not greed. You have misjudged me.
Deception.
You do not know
Disgrace.
that who you deal with. You shall make it your life's mission, so you say.
Yes,
Well,
and I will destroy you.
when I come to collect, I will make it your death's mission to serve in the lowest, absolute foulest regions of my empire.
We both know I have a hard time staying dead.
I mean, Rogue gives a little clap. And he's like, yeah, she really does.
And that is something I shall remedy when the time is right. Goodbye,
Good
my
fucking
pet.
Mm.
Question.
And hold on. And
It's in
hold on.
regards to the switcheroo.
okay, hold on a sec. Into the what room?
The switcheroo.
For the souls.
Oh.
Switcheroo.
Yeah.
My question, essentially, just really fast. Now that he has essentially, quote unquote, agreed to, rather than taking Diana's soul, he would take theirs, would that burn on her arm disappear?
You don't know.
Because the deal got broken?
It's technically not. It's been altered, not broken fully.
Yeah, but it no longer affects her.
Oh.
Because she's no
And
longer
Eurydice would have
linked
done
to
the
it
thing
in a way.
where she like holds out her arm and she's like, "I'm ready to make this deal. Like, hey, this is going to be official."
Mhm.
So,
And
like,
he
she, essentially the burn on Diana would
on.
vanish because it goes to Ulysses now.
Hold on. He takes out one claw, reaches it out, and drags it from your elbow pit, so to speak, to your wrist along there, and it
Yeah,
it
it's big.
slices about a half to to 2/3 inch deep into your flesh as it pulls along a line, and at the same time as it pulls along, it is cauterizing the entire way.
Fucking hurts.
Eurydice isn't flinching. I am.
And then he says, "I await my due. Don't be late." And he's gone.
Fucking jackass.
Okay,
Can't
another
believe I
person
worked
to
for
add to our
4
hit
fucking
list.
years. And then she is going to instantly just start scuffing up that goddamn circle. It's like fucking damn it.
Mm. And then I actually need a perception check from you on this, Eurydice.
Okay.
I'm not good with Arcana. I was
Because you're
gonna
not
say
just gonna notice this. This is something that you actually have to.
Right.
Okay, that's more than enough. After Froz is gone, your arm still kind of
Is it
burns.
Froz? I thought it was Fraz.
I-
Whatever. Froz, Fraz, Frizz, Froze, Frozone. I don't.
There's a blur.
Flirty play. That's his name. Flirty play.
That's why no one takes him seriously.
Exactly. But that like scar burn mark, it still is painful, still burns a little bit. And you just happen to look at it again. And you notice it almost seems like over top of it. And if you didn't, have such good perception skills and can really see the details, you would think that maybe it was just a trick in the twilight. But holding your arm, the underarm face up and looking at that scar, there's enough light left in the day that if you were holding it up, you would expect to be able to clearly see everything, including that scar. It's a little bit darker, but it's still, you still should clearly see it. But what it looks like is exactly over that scar. It almost looks like there is a deep, deep, deep shadow. And the pain seems to subside. And it feels cool and comforting. And you know that's not Fraz's doing.
She smiles. And she goes over to Rogar. She's like,
Rogar is lost in thought right now.
yeah. She's like, yeah, sorry that didn't work, buddy.
Would I understand why it didn't work? Because they're still able to attack through it. So I know your limbs. It's I don't think Rogar is definitely confused because it's not. He uses divine. Technically, his magic comes from himself in a sense.
You
There's some
proficient? Are you
aberration
proficient
stuff.
in religion?
No, that's why Rogar is very confused.
Are you proficient? I will even give you history
It's
with a high.
intelligence. No.
No.
I made sure
Okay.
not to be proficient in anything intelligent.
No.
Take a guess with all of what she knows about Fraz.
You're proficient in either history or religion.
No.
Okay.
A quick question: could I walk up? So he destroyed the spell,
That's what it
or
appeared
did
to
he
be.
just push his hand through it?
It appeared like he shattered it. Like it was nothing.
Well, I guess technically there's floating runes everywhere. Is the rune still floating in the
No.
air?
No.
Okay, so
It's like when he did that, I mean, you felt the spell give way. It's gone.
Because I have something to talk to Jacob about.
I would say with your history with Fraz, I will allow you to roll a straight intelligence check, Eurydice, at disadvantage.
So I can use my history thing?
You
Or
can...
is it
No,
just
it's
dice?
straight intelligence.
So just the dice roll?
Just the dice roll at disadvantage.
Do I add my modifier?
Your intelligence modifier, yeah.
Okay. 9.
Okay. You have no clue how something like that could be done, what the mechanism behind it is. You no idea on that. You just know, based on what you've felt and just, you know, what Fraz did to you, and, you know, how he, you know, siphoned power into you, and all of that. You just know that he is way more powerful than anything else that you have ever encountered thus far. And all you can attribute it to is he's just powerful as hell. So that's the best you can come up with.
Well. There's an awkward silence, and I assume the dumbasses are still kind of just standing there.
Yeah, they're all kind of standing there.
So Eurydice, she's thinking for a minute. She's just like, what the fuck is up with that fedora?
And you get from all around you, shh! Don't talk about the hat. And then Renan is like, go clean yourselves up. Out of here. And they're like, yes, sir. And they kind of take off. He walks over towards you and where you and Rogar are. He looks at you and he says, that's my hat. One of them.
What kind of hat is it? Why does it move? Do you
That
have
one?
it, like, enchanted?
That one? Yes. I actually won it in a hand of poker. It's a trick hat.
Does it just move around?
Only when you're not looking at it. I like it because it keeps the crew on their toes.
Okay.
And it
Next thing
provides
you're
me
gonna
some
tell me is that someone-
amusement.
What?
And it provides me some amusement.
Oh, yeah. You know, next thing you're gonna tell me is that one of those dumbasses has a book on the secret language of ducks.
And
Wait. Do they?
My fucking god. Rogar is
Yes.
beginning cat fly. It's time to go.
Okay.
I'm tired. I'm a little annoyed. Say your
We've
farewell.
got a wedding to prepare to tomorrow. Onwards!
alright.
Yeah, cat's flying.
You're gonna see the trust fall to expect Rogar to...
Oh, gotta quickly grab. I wasn't ready. Oh man, yeah, I'll just dash fly across. Fucking hell.
And then she will, like, yell across the shoulder, like, tell them I said bye! Or, I'll see them later.
Alright, Ryan kind of gives you a little bit of a salute / wave to indicate sure thing. Okay, you guys arrive after Rogar flies you over there, back on the Coral Breaker.
And Eurydice Eurydice knows, knowing that Diana doesn't necessarily want to see her right now, she will just.
I mean, she told her once all the stuff with Fraz was done, she
Yeah,
would come back.
I would remind Eurydice.
She's exhausted.
Yeah. I need to find someone and then go to bed.
Confronting your abuser is exhausting.
Mm-hmm. I've been there.
So Rogar, what are you doing once you finally land on the deck and Eurydice climbs off your back?
For a second, I forgot we weren't in the other world. I was like, I'll just teleport there. Not reliving that mistake.
Oh, did you remember you can't teleport either?
I can take a spell, but then I hurt people around me.
Yeah, I used to be able to do that too.
That's really helpful. Yeah, I guess I will begin the, yeah, Rogar's just not used to not having, Antonio around, so yeah, I'll go hunt down Antonio and be like,
Alright.
so we're gonna spend the night, we're gonna camp out in my room again.
And Antonio has no issue with that.
Yeah, it's Antonio sleeps on the bed and Rogar sleeps on the floor. He doesn't.
Okay.
He's so hospitable, I guess, but in a sense, he's just like, I don't know what to do here.
Okay. And Antonio, you can kind of tell that he senses a little bit of conflict within you as to how to handle things. But he's very gentlemanly about it. He doesn't push and just seems to, be there, as a friend if you need him to be.
Rogar, what's going on?
All right. So Eurydice, you're back on the Coral Breaker now.
Yes, I am. Eurydice would have messaged Diana. She would have said, everything's fine. It went smoothly. As smooth as it could have. You don't need to worry about the deal anymore. I need to go to bed. I'm tired. Well, we can talk
Hearing
more in the morning.
Eurydice tell her that she doesn't need to worry about the deal anymore, Diana would check her arm. Just to see... Because she wasn't sure if that's like a permanent burn, if that's a burn just for the deal. She wasn't sure.
Looking at
She
it,
just
you
knows
can't.
she got it when she
Yeah.
made the deal with Fraz.
Looking at it, it still looks like a burn. You can't really tell if it's something that is ever going to heal, or if it, is a magically induced thing or not. It's really hard to tell. So you don't know if it's,
Okay.
something that will go away or not.
Okay.
All right.
Does she get to reply?
Yes.
A message spell, yeah. Yeah, it's like message is like whispering back and forth. Sending is the one that's 25 words or less.
Okay. She'll be, Diana will reply going, we will talk about it more in the morning. For now, you need to sleep so you can drink tomorrow. Because you have to drink in my place.
And Diana will hear Eurydice's laugh from the other room. And then she will hear Eurydice's yell, "Good night, Diana, I love you."
Do I need line of sight to cast a spell?
And
Isn't her room right next to Diana's?
Yes.
Diana, she's too tired to yell right now. She's been exhausted all day just worrying about everything. So she's just gonna lift her hand and smack the wall 3 times.
All right.
I know how to
Okay.
cast a message, you guys.
Hey, question, did you tell your grandpa before you jumped ship? Or did
Yeah,
you just leave?
I think he was there. He watched us go.
Yeah. My version of casting message is gonna be either marking or hexing you.
Jason, talk to the secretary. I need to talk to you.
Yep.
Because things.
Yep.
I have a whole bunch of first level spells I don't use anymore. I'll just burn those from now on.
All right, so
Why are you
Eurydice,
yelling?
it
Why are you
is
yelling?
nighttime,
Yes.
and
Oh, at night, Diana, while Jacob is asleep, is actually going to get out of bed and leave the room and go to Rogar's room
Oh, shit.
and knock on the door to see if he's in there.
Antonio answers the door.
Oh no, Rogar's sweating.
She's just gonna pause and slowly tilt past him to look at Rogar.
On the floor. With his bedroll.
And she's like, "Can I talk to you privately, Rogar?"
Yes, I think it's a lovely night to take a moon. Well, it's not. I mean, you can take a walk in the moon on a boat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Walk in the moon on a boat.
Mm-hmm. Moon boat walk.
When Rogar is next to her,
Just sweating.
she's just gonna look at him and go, "Does he know you're engaged to a woman?" And she's gonna say that in a completely normal tone, so Antonio would hear her through the door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I'm betrothed to a woman, but
That's engaged, Rogar!
he knows. Yeah. I told him when I
You
first.
hear furious sobbing from the other side
No.
of the door.
No, I've been studying here lately, and Tanibus doesn't expect people to, like, you don't, I mean, yeah, you have soulmates if you want to believe in that, but you can also have multiple soulmates. So,
Quick question. You realize that requires all people.
yeah, that's why I don't do anything with him. We just share a room.
Okay, anyway, not what I wanted to talk to you about.
No, I thought you were wondering why me and Antonio shared a room. I got used to his presence being there. He smells really good. Really like half-orcs, I guess.
Uh-huh. Anyway, I want to talk to you about the ceremony.
Yes.
Because you said you had told me at one point that you were looking specifically for Saloon.
Mm-hmm.
It's not much, and I should have given it sooner, but you were over on the Alabaster. She's actually going to pull out that one book she has with that single section about Saloon in it that she's been able to find. And she's gonna give it to Rogar, and she'll explain, I haven't been able to find anything else on her aside from what's in this book, because I can't find anything except for Paylor in any library we've gone to.
Just hyperventilating.
They're like, I know. So I should have given it to you earlier, and I'm sorry I didn't. This is all I have on her, aside from what I've gathered just through my own meditations.
Yeah, I will read it. I mean, if you got it during the time of the area of South Cut, I mean, South and North Cut are pretty Paylornian. It's very rough out there. Don't know why he's so prevalent. Maybe because we think we're the center of the world and his light should always shine upon our souls, and that everyone else should be
I
damned
love
to
how your
nine
voice
hells.
just broke saying that.
Yeah, it hurts. It hurts a lot to be able to remember that stupid information. But one
Anyway.
day, I'll block out that fucking sun.
I think yours and mine kind of align. I'm not sure.
I would
You say that near Eurydice, she's gonna take it as you're gonna kill Lee.
Yeah, I feel like if you flipped a coin in the air, it could be on either side of that coin.
Kinda, yeah.
Except for we need to really talk to your goddess about, reflecting his light. Like, I'm not about that. She needs to make her own.
Dude, I'm pretty sure she doesn't have a. I'm
know.
pretty
I
sure
know.
the moon just works how the moon works.
Yeah, I know. I have really high ambition. I'm really thinking about destroying the sun. I know I shouldn't. It would doom us all, but the thought is back there.
A bit.
Yeah.
Let's not do that. Let's think of something else first.
I mean, I'll cast light really quick. I have the spell light. Like, I'm able to.
Okay, that doesn't solve the turning of the seasons, or throwing the world into chaos, or
sometimes
else.
light can be helpful.
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty
My
sure
hand
destroying
off.
the sun is not gonna play how you think it's gonna play.
Oh no! I was just saying that sometimes we need Palor's light. Like, I understand the essence. Like,
Especially because
I will
if you
kill
look
him.
at your holy symbol, dude, it's a solar eclipse.
Yeah, it's pretty much like I'm like
You
I'm like
need
your
the
love child,
sun
not your
light
love
to
child.
reflect.
I'm like
Anyway,
your love child.
there's one more piece of the ceremony that I'd like to add in.
Yes.
It's something that happened in my caravan anytime people would get married.
Okay.
It's you take two pieces of cloth and you bind it to each other around your wrist
Yeah.
during the blessing of the marriage,
Mhm.
and I'd like to incorporate that. And she would actually pull out the two things she's made over the past few days. She's like, these. Oak and Great Bear both have one. I split mine in half, so Jacob and I each will have one.
No, that's very easy. It's like a symbol of a
There's
unity.
a specific thing you need to say and do, and she'll actually like take the time to explain to Rogar like what he would need to say and what he would need to do on how that actually works.
Yeah.
Because I need to double check the turn
I
of
would
phrase
love,
myself.
To performance, I'll be able to perform it pretty good. Well, let's do a test roll.
It's not a performance. It's just
For me,
like an
It's
you know
his
how
performance.
It's essentially most religions you trade the two rings.
yeah, I
Mhm.
know. Yeah,
This
it's kind
is
of a nod.
starved.
Yeah, that's kind of close
It's
to
a
like,
Celtic thing.
Yeah, it's a hand fasting.
like
Mm-hmm.
pagans, like witches. Maybe something close.
Okay.
To
No.
That's
No.
You can give a white cloth. I don't know if
That's-
that has to be white. But I'm saying everyone has something. Might be a ring.
All I'm gonna leave it on is like a witch is a pagan is not a witch. They're two completely different things.
Well, yeah, I'm saying witch and pagans. I've seen both do it. Yeah, luckily enough, you don't need rings for the spell. I thought you did, but no, you don't. I just have to have two willing people.
Yep.
As long as you guys are willing. No one's lying. No one has any type of feeling that they do not want to go through with this. They
No.
must be sound of mind.
Yep. It just took a few, death trips.
Oh, by the way, what did your father look like? He
And,
didn't have a really descriptive.
Diana's actually gonna balk at that a bit. And she's like, I have. Last time I saw my father, I was like 5 or 6. Almost 20 years ago.
Okay.
Can I get back to you on that?
What's his name? Like,
That's
I need
not
a
the
lot of.
head, buddy. I will message you that information later.
I was like, I can attempt it. I have one more third level. I'll sling out a shadow spear really quick.
Yeah, I will message you that later because I've never thought that far ahead.
Yeah, I was like, I technically, I don't think I just. Yeah, no, I just call forth a spirit. Maybe, I'm sure Jason will flavor it the right way. I have faith.
I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
It's just
All right.
a shadow.
All right, so you guys have a nice chat in the moonlight, and eventually everyone heads to bed. And that night, Eurydice, as you drift off to sleep, you start to feel yourself wrapped
Wait, so
in that
Eurydice
warmth.
actually goes to sleep and she doesn't trance. She gets her wish and she actually gets to
You
sleep.
actually get to sleep.
Thank you.
God,
And
it's learning how to
you
sleep.
you find yourself wrapped in that warm blanket of darkness, almost as if you were praying again, even though you don't recall praying, sitting and meditating. You just felt like you wanted to lay down, and you went to sleep. But it's like you were praying once again. You feel safe, you feel warm, and you feel one other thing. That bracelet, you feel it around your wrist. You can feel the touch of it against your skin, and it is comforting. And you hear, "You have broken your chains. It is time."
And Eurydice is just gonna whisper, "Thank you for helping me."
And you almost feel as if a pair of arms just wrap around you and give you a nice tight squeeze. And then you just kind of drift off. And over the rest of the evening, as far as you can tell, it seems to be like you're watching a movie. But you recognize characters in the movie. It's as if you're watching from overhead. But the scenes are disjointed. They are one different here and there, all over the place. One finds you watching a scene of a young elven girl running through a forest. Another, you see this same young girl sitting in what looks to be a chair, a very nice chair, with a table in front of her, sitting at very perfect posture, wearing a beautiful dress, and a woman standing up, kind of pointing at her and waving at her, and I mean, you can't hear anything, but you can tell that's either some kind of like instruction being given or something like that. Maybe it's a school lesson. Maybe it's a reprimand. It is hard to tell. You see an older elven girl at a birthday party in a more modest house. And you recognize gold hair and red eyes. And these scenes just keep popping in and out and in and out. Never for very long, and very hard to put in any kind of semblance of order. So it's difficult to put any kind of labels on what any of these things are. But the word memories does tickle the back of your mind.
Do I look like I recognize the girl?
It's weird because you feel like you do, but at the same time you seem to be floating above and observing in like a third person.
Does she look like me?
She has a very strong resemblance to you, but it just doesn't feel exactly like you.
Hey.
And in the morning, you all wake up.
And Eurydice, she rubs her face. That was a weird dream. Holy shit, I fell asleep. I don't want to do that again. She lays back down.
All right. And that is where we are going to end tonight. And everyone, you each get an inspiration point. Everyone will get one inspiration point. And welcome to level 12.
Finally.
Rogar, you know religion now.
And so, Eurydice, guess what?
Huh?
You now have your 2 levels.
Oh shit, yes!
You've gotten those levels, that level you lost back, and you are
yeah.
back up with the rest of the crew.
Oh, I really wanted to perform that ceremony before you converted. We can still do it.
But that is where we are ending tonight. I hope you guys had fun watching. I hope my players had fun tonight. I know we were missing one, and we had one who really wasn't part of the story so much, but I'm glad, thank you, Zeroth, you chimed in some good zingers now and then, and I appreciated that. But, you know, we've got other things planned that will be bringing in the other characters a little bit more coming up in the future, or at least I should say, well, as long as the players stick on certain pathways that they're going or make certain decisions, yeah, there's certain things that are going to happen. But we'll just have to wait and see next Wednesday what happens on wedding day. So.
Oh, hey, I could do a ceremony as well.
Yeah.
Welcome to the party.
So thank you everyone for coming. Hopefully we'll see you again next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, hope to see any of you that enjoy just watching, or if you've got Tailspire, hope to see you this Saturday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time for the collaborative build contest that we're going to do, our first one of these. And that's about it. Later, everybody.